For real, still need to get on my character sheet and get into roll 20 still.
I have to turn flight up. Oh, we are already maxed out. Well,
Oh, am I quiet?
oh, there we go.
No, not for me.
My
Oh, he
thing
was just
turned down.
had the volume down.
Oh.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Omen Seekers
Blame
playing
it, blame it.
Icewind Dale yet again. We're in Sunblight, and we're gonna see what the heck happens. Let's get into the recap here. At the sight of his two sons' severed heads hanging from Kaldorix's belt, Zardarok broke the two final spikes off his Chardalin crown and used Mage Hand to slam the door on the group, locking them in the elevator room. But with Kaldorix's size doubled, Dr. Lazarus encourages him to take charge, literally, to which Kaldorix doesn't hesitate and quickly smashes the stone door to pieces, chasing behind the Dirgar warlord. Another doorway slammed shut just ahead. The group find themselves in a shrine of sorts. At its center stands a bloodied alien creature, its face mutilated, and its body chained to a large statue of a female Dirgar. A voice suddenly entered each adventurer's mind. Help me, and I'll help you. Recognizing this as something dangerous, just as he did in the mines of Tourmaline, Dr. Lazarus can understand why such a creature should be chained up, but he mutters to himself, I better not go on to regret this, before showing compassion, unchaining the creature, and telling it to run. Kaldorix plows through the second set of doors out into a cavernous underground work area, housing a humongous forge and a trough of lava running between 6 or so anvils on either side. In front of him stands Zardarok, who blasts a streak of energy with his Chardalin gauntlet across the room and into the enormous Kaldorix. Kaldorix launches a javelin at Zardarok, and Zardarok retaliates immediately with a surge of flames engulfing the tiefling. Fuck this, Kaldorix thinks, starting to nope his way out of there, but Dr. Lazarus rushes past him, and his fearlessness inspires Kaldorix to stay and finish what they stirred up. Both Bree and Flight rush in, taking shots at the Dirgar leader, and Flight pushes ahead to take him on head-to-head. Although Cal was resistant to the hellish rebuke, he looks to his left where a large group of Dirgar are rushing his direction and knows he needs more power if they want to make it out of the mountains alive. And so he calls out an infernal. And for everyone else, the battle raged on as it had been, but for Kaldorix, time slowed, and his shadow stretched out in front of him, its head bursting into a crown of flames, and its eyes glowing red. Kaldorix made a pact that day which granted him immense power at his disposal, but would require him to do the bidding of his new master in the future. To what he would be held accountable loomed in his mind, as time caught back up and Zardarok attempted to flee. The so-called warlord proved to be a wussy, as the group of 4 destroyed his ass in no time. But even though the head of the snake was now cut off, the Dirgar were turning out to be more like chickens, as the remaining minions continued to run around chaotically, even as the head of the operations lie in a pool of blood nearby. With an assortment of small Dirgar, large Dirgar, and invisible Dirgar, it was neat to encounter a few werewolf-looking humanoids with mushrooms growing out of their orifice as well. Of course, these were just mushroom babies in comparison Bree, the mushroom mama, whose spores hung silently in the air waiting to strike. As the battle stretched on, more and more Dirgar stormed the forge, joining in. Flight climbed up a guard tower and started dodging grapples before beating the crap out of one of the guards at the top, although one of them was able to run off into the facility. Bree paid close attention to the foes around her, and as soon as one succumbed to their wounds, she would infest them with her spores, causing their bodies to erupt with shroom tips and to fight at her command. It seemed that they had tipped local politics as a number of Dirgar were turning against each other. In killing Zardarok, they must have caused some sort of insurrection. Dr. Lazarus scanned the crowd for Dave, who had followed another Dirgard into the fortress earlier. And sure enough, enlarged and in-charged, Dave is swinging at his former colleagues from the middle of the swarm. He and Steven make eye contact, and Dave gives him a thumbs up before Dave starts taking lethal hits to the back of the head. Go invisible and get out of here, you idiot! Dr. Lazarus yells at his friend, to which Dave instantly vanishes. Flight has now pushed further into the fortress, following a stairway down from the guard tower. He attempts to sneak past a room full of enemies, and only one seems to hear anything, leaving the others to go take a look. Flight is tucked around a corner awaiting what happens next. Sneaking up from behind, a powerful hooded Durgar comes up behind Bree and stabs her in the back, but Dave sacrifices his invisibility to take a final swing at the hooded figure, knocking him out cold. Things begin to quiet down in the battle chamber. It would appear that the Sunblight clan have been defeated. But what about the dragon? Surely there is a way to stop it here. From the allied Dirgars comes a spokesman who thanks the group for their help. They had no intention of joining Zardarok in his attempt to take over 10 towns. They only even came because they had made a deal with a half-orc tribe leader to investigate the disappearance of their hunt leader, Kapunuk Taltree Thunlakalaga. But unfortunately, the Durgar informs, the dragon's programming was all self-contained, and if anything was going to be done, they'd have to go face it head on. The doctor's expression drops to worry as he flashes back to the moment at the scrying mirror. The same mirror which showed Flight and Bree's parents approaching from Revel's End had also shown a particular negotiation between an elderly Durgar woman and the doctor's eldest son, Halligan. "Oh, you know him?" "Oh, you know him?" "In a way," says Dr. L. "Oh, but not a few miles off the mountain range," explains the Musgard speaker, which seems to line up with the large group they had seen camping on the way in. "Well, if you see this tribe leader again, tell him to come find Stephen Lazarus." And that's where we pick back up. Dr. Lazarus, having just finished up conversation with a member of the Musgard clan, turns back to the group, but Flight is nowhere to be found. What are you guys doing?
Yelling out, "Goddamn son of a bitch, Flight!"
Okay.
Would I hear that?
Maybe.
I'm pretty far away at this point.
You are. You're behind a
I go
couple
through
doors. I mean, give me a perception
although
roll.
if they didn't hear the fighting earlier, maybe I can't.
Yeah. I mean, well, give me a perception roll.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'll
it's
give you perception.
It's got to be like a 25 for where you're at.
22.
22. So yeah, you're none the wiser. You're back in the further hallways of the fortress.
So I can see my token, but I can't select it or move it, and everything is black.
I just saw that my tokens are zombies.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Okay, let me see if I can fix this. So you can't move your token. Okay.
I
so
can't
you're
select it either, though, is the
1916.
thing as well. Like I can see it, I can see the token itself, but I can't select it. There we go. Now I can see like line of sight and stuff.
Now I need to add you back to the.
Okie dokie, and I will also have put this Dwergar body that I'm right next to. I'll put that up against the wall. That's like I'm pressed up against right now.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, it's the far side.
right there.
Okay, that makes sense. Let me flip back to this audio. Okay, so let's just deal with what's going on with Flight right now. You're in this hallway. One person, well, you don't necessarily, you hear one person kind of approaching down the hallway.
Okay. I'm guessing I can't quite see them because they're like right around the corner.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna spot right now, aren't I?
You are in a predicament. There's a door to the left. There's a door to the right. Although you listened through the door to the right and you heard, I think, gears turning.
I did. I didn't like go through the door, but I didn't like open it or crack it open. I don't think.
No,
so,
you didn't see
what
inside.
I'm gonna do? Can I see? Could I get a look at anybody else who? Did I hear voices coming from the direction that this guy is coming from?
Yeah. I mean, you can hear voices. It's mostly in Dwarvish, so you don't understand what it is. It seems fairly not heightened, like just casual. They're just kind of chatting.
Okay, so in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ready an action. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an unarmed attack, but if I hit, I'm also going to do a stunning strike. Spend a key point for that.
Okay. Okay, cool. And so you already did the stealth last time, and so yeah, I mean he comes around this, or well here, I think we have, it doesn't matter, I'll just roll this here.
And would I count as an unseen attacker at this point, or no?
Yeah, with your stealth, I think so. So you'd have advantage on that.
Okie dokie. So yeah, I'd have advantage on this attack. So yeah, he comes up there and yes, attack with stunning strike. Let me pull up my, just find it again. Here we go. So unarmed strike with advantage. Boom. Double natural 20!
Holy shit!
Wow.
Okay, so he wanders around this corner and just wide-eye sees you there and immediitely tries to book it back towards his friends, but you have...
he also needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay. Alright. Let me open up his thing.
So here's the damage. 10 damage.
Jesus. He gets a 6. And so
he fails. He is stunned.
This poor guy.
Until the end of my next turn.
Okay. All right. So 10 damage and stunned. Let's get this.
And as soon as it like comes up to my turn. So let's see, stunned. A stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can speak only falteringly. Creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws, and attacks against the creature have advantage.
Nice. So he's just trying to catch his breath and figure out what the fuck is going on. You hit him really quick there. Okay, so that's happening there. Back in the front room, Bree, Dr. Lazarus, Caldorix, what are you up to? Dave comes out of this back room and approaches.
I start looking around and I go, Lazarus, do you see Flight? Where's Flight?
He's ran off again. I start making my way towards Bree. Where was the last place we remember? Where was the last place we remember seeing him?
I think up here, right?
Yep, it was. He had climbed that tower and was fighting people up there.
I asked the tall, the enlarged Draugr over here. Do you see where our friend went? Did you happen to?
Who's your the Tabaxi. Yeah, well, he was, last I saw him, he was on this tower, but they got stairways that go deep into the fortress here.
Okay, yes.
I can give you a boost if you want.
That would be fantastic. Thank you. And I take myself and my zombie over here to get a boost up.
So this huge deer guard just kind of gives you a boost and almost just sets you up there, one by one.
I keep my cannon on him the whole time.
Okay.
Well, that's nice.
Steven looks paranoid.
Yeah.
Steven definitely is like looking around at every Durgar and watching them.
The ones that seem to be allies are taking the bodies of the dead ones and kind of throwing them into the lava there in the middle. So they're just kind of throwing them out, cleaning up the mess.
Because I know Caldorix. Are we going to? We all say we know what he's going to do with Zardoz.
There's probably an argument going on between Caldorix and them, where Caldorix wants to make some sort of art, and they just want to like honor the dead or whatever. That's
I already kind of ripped off his scalp, so
yeah, that's true.
I think Caldorix will take their head off.
Hell yeah!
If you think I'm wrong about that, hey.
No, I think you're absolutely right. Are you following Dr. Lazarus? Are you going up into the tower, or you're staying out in the front?
I'd probably stick with Bray.
Okay.
We don't all need to be separated.
Yeah. As we're getting up here, I say to Lazarus, okay, order of operations, find Flight. get the fuck out of here, deal with the dragon. In between, find Flight and get the fuck out of here. If we can, I'd like to investigate this other mushroom person. Just on the hope that my mentor is not really dead. I don't know many other druids who deal in this kind of cycle of life and death, and this is very unusual.
Fair enough.
Dragon obviously takes priority, but on the way out.
Alex, really quick. There was a half-orc that's here, right? That's part of Halligan's.
They're not a half-orc. They are I think a Goliath. But they were working. They're part of Halligan's tribe.
They said his name. What was his name again?
Kapanuk Talltree Thunlakalaga.
I got a gentleman by the name of Talltree to find.
Okay.
So that's fine. If you can allow me some time for that personal matter, I have no problem doing the same. But Flight should be our pressing concern.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we're probably back around to my turn at this point.
We are, but one final note I want to add is that Bree... actually, hang on, should I add it? Let me look. Yeah, I mean, okay, so Bree, as you're going to climb up this, because you've stated that you usually collect your fallen off spores and throw it in a bag to just kind of munch on later, you notice a lot of them, it seems to be a little bit cleaner than normal for some reason.
Wait, my spores?
Yeah, your spores are less on the floor than normal.
Interesting. I don't know why that would be. I make a mental note of it to think about that later. I also make sure to collect some from my fallen zombies in honor of their sacrifice.
For sure. Okay, so yeah, that's probably when you notice is you're collecting some of your spores and you're like, there's normally more than this on the ground. Cool. Okay, so then Flight, yeah, you're in front of this guy. He's stunned. So what? He can't really do anything other than talk a little bit.
Nope, he's incapacitated. He can't take actions, bonus actions, and he also can't take reactions.
Okay. Well, cool. Then it's your turn again. What are you doing?
Yep. Can't take actions or reactions. So, and he's also... Yeah, he can't speak. So what I'm gonna do... is I am going to attempt to pull him... I'm going to attempt to pull him into this little nook in the hall here.
Okay, cool. So you grapple him, and he just immediately fails that, so you win, and you pull him in.
So yep, I'm gonna drag him over to this corner and, like, press him up against the wall, like, right here.
Okay, so you like swing him around and throw him into the corner and like holding him up.
Then I'm going to press my claws up to kind of grasp my claws around his neck.
Okay.
And then I'm going to like hold my finger up to my mouth. This is like don't make a sound.
Okay. Just give me intimidation.
Okie dokie. 4.
4.
Does he get could he get advantage on that because
I did a pretty
punch
like
this
I got
guy
the jump on him
and then
pretty
drag him
bad.
into a corner?
You know, I'm down with that. Hell yeah, let's get another roll and see.
Cool.
Oh no!
Come on!
Sometimes the dice just want to tell a story.
Yeah.
This is karma for that double natural 20 I got.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that happens. And let's just check with Dr. Lazarus and Bree again real quick.
I would like to ask this Drugar here, who's been particularly helpful. Do you know the other mushroom person who's been staying here? Do you know where they usually are?
I think we saw them.
The mushroom. Oh, Muscard. Yeah, Grandolpha. Well, her room.
Sorry,
is...
I'm having a hard time understanding what your voice is saying.
No worries. Let me just change it.
Yeah, I think just like lower the pitch just a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah.
mouse. Or yeah.
Pick.
This one better? Oh, that's not as high, but whatever. I'll just use this for now.
Yeah. That's
It's more
a lot better.
understandable.
Yep.
Well, Grandelpha Musgard, well, her room, we have her staying further back in the premises down here. But it seems like she hangs out upstairs for the most part. I'm not sure where she's at right now.
Okay. Thank you so much for your help. Good luck with all of your clan group business. And I'm gonna start moving to wherever the heck Light is. Sorry, my someone just rang my buzzer. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll just follow Lazarus.
Dr. Lazarus,
I
are you
would-
doing anything specific?
Walking down the hallway.
Just walking on down the
I
hallway.
don't know if before I get to here, if anything happens that maybe Flight makes noises or anything. If we want to jump back to Flight, maybe Flight will make a noise or something.
Yeah.
I am
Staying
trying
quiet.
to be as quiet as possible.
That's-
So
Flight
So hold
is
on.
being quiet.
Flip
But
a coin.
you know, his intimidation check wasn't that good. And
no, it was
so
terrible.
you
Sorry guys, there's
hear
delivery. I'll be right back.
it's all good.
I got Ezra!
Yeah, you hear a shout from around the corner here, Dr.
I
Lazarus.
thought he was knocked out. Right,
He was stunned until the end of my next turn,
Which was
Okay, so he,
which happened.
yeah.
okay, so well, never mind. Do. I'm going to guess I see something horrifying happen to a Durga.
So, yeah, you stroll around this corner. It's not crazy. I mean, what did you just? What's the first one? How did you kill that one? Did you just knock him out?
That first one,
It's not like
if I'm
gruesome or
not
anything.
I think I tore the eyes out of the one that got big, but that
Oh,
one
yeah.
there, I think
Something horrifying.
I can't remember how exactly I killed that one, but I think with that one I actually hooked my claws through his nose at one point.
Okay,
We just
sure.
assume if you kill something, it's horrifying.
Okay, so we do, yeah. So you come around the corner to a horrifying mess of Durgar just bleeding out of its face. And then Flight is actually facing away from you, holding this Durgar into the corner, up like off of his feet probably, and he's kind of yelling frantically. So that happens, and then you see movement to the north as well.
Do one of these. Jesus Christ! Wow, we're like Australian there. Jesus Christ! Like, what's going on? I lost his voice. Shit.
Okay, this is probably not relevant to me, but would Lazarus have seen the Dwergar up in the northern, up to the north there?
Yeah. I mean, he did. He saw some movement there, and two Durgar have stepped into the opening, or looking down the hallway at him at the moment, and they pull out javelins. Roll an initiative.
Great. Well,
I came back. at, like,
I
a
technically
little-
never left initiative.
That's true. I'm just gonna clear
Though it
everything.
would have taken them a while. It would have taken them a while to get here if they had to climb the tower and like walk down the hall there.
Wait,
Not that much.
Somebody lifted us up.
Yeah, that and you had like a whole conversation with them too.
Also, I was walking. You were probably like, I imagine when Flight moves, it's like that speed run, stealth run.
Yeah, I freaking Naruto run, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say he Naruto runs 100%.
But, so I definitely would have taken a while. It took me a while to get there. If Flight wants to fight people by himself.
I mean, it's up to you. You're only 60 feet away from the thing. That would be a dash, but
What about if that's going on? Why don't we just put me over here? I haven't found Flight yet, and I'll.
So they wouldn't have. So they wouldn't have seen.
I haven't seen your.
They wouldn't have seen Lazarus
mess.
yet. So.
well, here. Let's roll a fresh initiative and just start
Okay.
a fresh one here.
Yeah, fresh initiative.
Oops, sorry, I did it too early.
Did he?
Yeah, there's no initiative counter up.
Oh crap, I did too.
Oh, it went through. It went in. Mine went in.
Oh, so
Should
did
still
mine.
go through.
Fantastic.
I have to murder more things. I
So,
still
yep.
have my cannon, right?
We need to
15.
get a sleep in at some
Do I have
point.
any more spells? Hold on. One spell. I have one spell and a lot of firepower.
I'm guessing my yeah, my fungal form would still be active, right? It hasn't been 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you haven't lost
active.
your 24 HP, have you?
And no, I still have 7 of it left.
Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, and then it's up to you. You guys, I'll play Caldorx to an extent. Nothing crazy. He has Eldritch Blast, so that's what I assume I'd use him for. Do you want him to be following behind?
I think
yes.
he's cutting off heads.
Okay, you're right. He's busy. He's busy cutting off heads. That is true. He's
Yeah,
not
but I
coming
think
with
I think if what's his name again? I'm blanking on Caldorix's because now I have to refer to Caldorix as the character and Caldorix's player as the player.
Nate.
Nate. I think if Nate was playing him, he would have followed Lazarus though, and not like stayed behind to cut off heads, right?
Probably.
I don't know.
Hard
he's
to say.
done some gross things. He's done some. I've watched him do gross things.
Yeah, but like if someone else was missing, okay, well, whatever. He's not here anyway. So.
Yeah. For the sake of not stealing your playtime, I'll just rationalize it as he's cutting off heads. That's cool.
Okay.
Is this a hallway, by the way, or these?
You see 2 doors there,
Okay.
blocking that direction. Those are blocked. Yeah. Okay, so, are we cool with? Well, here, you guys wanna? Does it make sense that you guys haven't made it through this hallway yet?
Yeah, because they're just they don't have any idea that anything's wrong yet, so they're probably not in a hurry.
Well, I would actually counter that by saying flight is missing. I would be in a hurry.
Flight is missing. I'm walking.
Yeah.
So I
Show
am
him.
probably ahead of Lazarus then, going a
Yep.
bit faster, maybe
Okay.
hustling a bit.
Okay.
I'm
Well
walking
then,
like
are you stealthing at all?
I don't think I would have been. I think I would have been more worried than thinking rationally.
Okay. Okay, cool. So I guess you come around that corner. Here, let's get us to, that's your move. You come around that corner and you look up, northward up the hallway, and you see, you hear some dwarvish murmuring in the hallway, and then you see 2 Durgar kind of step out and look down the hallway at you.
Is it my turn? Can I say anything?
Yeah.
We killed your king. Back off.
We killed your king.
I probably heard that, yeah?
Back. Yeah, you did. You did hear that echoing down the hallway.
Steven face
well,
bombs.
you say this in common, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Steven, what did you say?
Face palm.
Face palm.
100% immediate face palm.
Give me an persuasion or an intimidation, whatever you prefer.
They're both -1, so I'll go with intimidation because that was more of an
Alright.
intimidating statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, why did that not roll?
Fingers crossed we get a high roll.
No.
It could have been a lot worse.
Okay.
could have.
Well, yeah. One of them, they're both looking at you, and one like just immediately turns from side to side, talking to people you can't see in the room that he's in. Says something in Dwarvish, and yeah, everybody roll an initiative.
Well, we
did.
We did.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, we're there. What I mean is, I need to roll their initiative. Hang on, let me double check something. Ugh. Bloop. All right. Let's just do with. Where the hell? All right, Flight. What are you doing?
I think you need to. Or are we just starting with my turn then?
Oh. Oh yeah. Hang on.
Yeah, I think you need to reorder the initiative real quick.
On the list. Okay. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay. That's headshot. Hang on. I need to turn that down a little bit.
Thank you.
Okay. That guy, cool. This guy, the guy in the front, is the guy who was yelling to other people, and he starts moving up the hallway and stops here. Who dat?
I should probably be like right. I don't know. I don't know if he'd see me quite yet. He'd be focused on Bree.
Yeah, I don't think actually if I look through his oh. Yeah, I don't think he can see you. Alright, and you actually hear some clanging and some swinging in that back room. Flight, what are you doing?
Oh, great. I hear swinging and clanging. Do I hear anything further? Like anything more, or is that it?
I mean, it just seems like fighting has sprung out in that
Oh,
room.
up there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was coming from the room next to me. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. Decisions. Well, I guess at this point I'd be pretty upset that this guy actually did yell. So I'm gonna start doing some really hurtful things to him. First off, I'm gonna as I'm grappling him, I'm gonna see if I can sink some of my claws into his skin with this. 19.
Oh yeah, you get your claws right under the skin.
Okey-dokey. 4 slashing damage.
4 slashing damage. You slit his eye. His actual pupil. He's like grasping his eye. Ah! Ah! Okay.
Okay, then do another unarmed strike with. I think I'll just try and punch him. 15.
Yep.
Okey for 6 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, his eye is bleeding out, his ear is bleeding out. You're holding him up against the wall. He's coughing up blood.
And then I have no key left, so I can't really do anything else.
All right. Well, that is your turn.
Oh, wait, no, I can make one more attack as a bonus action, so.
Okay. I'm into that.
So, one more attack. Go a little like this with my claws. 11, that'll miss.
Ooh, that does miss. He just slightly, his head falls back and you miss. He wasn't even trying, but. All right. Then a bunch of swinging, clanging. War picks are swinging. You hear metal impact. You actually, Bree, you see a Dirgar run up next to the one that you can see in the far back. Whisper something to the other one, and then keep moving forward. Oops, nope. Okay. And Bree, what are you doing?
Well, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh because I assume that's no longer up.
Right.
And then with my action, oh right, my zombie should be up with us as well. I forgot to move them up. My zombie.
Mm-hmm.
And then with my normal action, I am going to cast. I'm going to cast Summon Beast at a 2nd level because that's the only spell slot I have left.
Okay. What beast?
And what am I going to summon? What did I choose again, Alex? I think you have the tokens. You know what? I have the tokens for it. Which one am I going to choose?
It's a beast of a certain challenge rating or lower.
Yeah,
She had like picked ones ahead of time.
Yeah, we've made them ahead of time. Oh, you've only given me the token for the one, so I guess I'm summoning penguins. No, I don't want to summon the penguins. I want to summon the. I think I chose wolves as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see how. I think it's
Just the penguin seems silly in this situation. There we go.
There we go. Okay, and then I need to. Hang on. Where is it? Oh, I took it away. Where is it? Create set beast. Put it in the bar. All right. Selected set beast. Okay, so it's a land beast. Spell level what?
Chew. And it shares my initiative, and takes its turn immediately after mine, just like my zombie.
Perfect.
And it obeys my verbal commands, and it doesn't verbally commanding. It doesn't require an action.
Sweet. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So where are you on your turn? Is that your actions?
Sorry, that was actually 3rd level. Sorry, I cast out a 3rd level because that was the spell slot I had left. I had no 2nd level spell slots left. Sorry. And yeah, that is my turn. And then I am going to. What would be good? We're not technically in combat yet. I think I'm going to tell it to attack. Can I tell it to attack if something gets close, or is that too complicated of a command?
I don't think it
Attack
has
if they
ready
approach?
actions. I think it's just regular command. Let's look at it real quick.
Well, it doesn't require an action of me to come.
If it obeys for verbal commands, and that'd be, and defend and like attacking something that gets too close would I'd say that'd be something that a wolf would be familiar with.
Yeah, it has pack
Like a
it has
concept.
pack tactics, right? So it would be used to working in a group. So it would want to stay close to me to get that advantage on attacking things, right?
Okay. So you just want to tell it to attack if anything comes within range.
Yes.
Okay. That's cool. And he's standing right there
Cool.
to your right.
Yep. And I'm going to get Lazarus can move through that space if he wants to. Yep. And that is my turn.
Okay. Do you command your zombie?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna get it to stand in front of me so that it can sink a hit for me if they
Hell
don't
yeah.
come and stand right here. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Then this dude jumps out and starts attacking that guy. Dr. Lazarus, what are you doing?
I'm not gonna probably walk in front of it. What's the look of what I'm seeing? Shit, sorry. What am I seeing?
So you come out into this hallway. To the south, the hallway goes down and turns left and right, but you don't see anything down there. To the north,
I'm more focused. Yeah.
To the north, you see 2 Dirgar coming up towards you guys. Although, give me a perception check. Or give me an insight. No. Hang on. Let me just look at something.
Oh, they got weapons drawn?
Yeah, they both have weapons drawn. And then you kind of see just kind of this guy standing in the back just looking at you. But he does, they all have weapons drawn.
So if I was there, 5, 10, 15. Hey, I'm gonna head that way, I guess. Free action to talk, right?
Yeah.
Friend to foe.
Okay. So the guy in the front just furrows his brows, looks at you angrily, and says some sort of insult in Dwarvish, as far as you can tell. But the guy behind him, not so much. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
You could hold an action.
If anybody touches me, fire.
If anybody touches you, okay. A firebolt?
Fire. No.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you said the one behind him doesn't look as aggressive?
The other one isn't looking at you the same way.
If anybody tries to hit me, firebolt, because
Okay.
then I won't cook balls.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, so then this guy you can see at the far end of the hallway actually kind of nods at you and winks and then steps over back into the room they're in, and you can kind of see him swing his war pick down at something. Okay, and then really.
The guy I'm grappling doesn't seem to be in the initiative order.
Oh.
Well, he's busy dying.
Yeah. Well, he should get a chance to not die. That's a good point. Let's get him in there.
No, I disagree. Has anybody seen an Invincible yet?
Invincible?
Yes.
Invisible. Wait,
No,
do you mean oh.
it's a show.
Oh,
Oh.
no, not
No,
yet.
I've seen.
No.
The Walking Dead
I've
guy.
seen thumbnails for clips. Something. I've seen like Invincible pop up in my feed a few times, but
It's
I haven't
great.
watched it.
Is it?
It was great.
I've been meaning to watch it.
Watch
I've read a
it.
couple of his other comics and I like them.
I want to read his comic now.
Alright, that Durgar's hit in the head. Alright. And this is when the door behind Flight swings open and
Oh, great!
another one of those mechanical mech suits stands there with a Durgar inside. It's a clamp spinning in the air, and it sees the Durgar and it sees you holding it, and it turns back to yell at someone else in the room. Okay, and then this freaking guy just gonna attack him. Then this dude steps forward and joins his buddy. He actually opens the
I can't see
second
that
door.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't look pleasant.
No, you should. They're the same guy, just different tokens. But yeah, two of these mech suits are standing in front of you. Past them, you can kind of see a port portcullis that's protecting something behind them. And then right behind them are just 2 pillars. But that's happening. He opens the door. This dude takes aim at Flight. Get this thing open.
Bad.
Maybe. All right. So he reaches out with his claw to try to smash you. 13 to hit, and he misses.
Which will miss.
You dodge out of the way, but then he comes with his second hand with a hammer on it and tries to smash you. 19 to hit for 5 bludgeoning damage.
12?
What?
12 bludgeoning damage, you said?
5.
5. Okay, that does half my temp HP.
Woo! Okay, so he swings, then this dude takes out more of that guy. This. Alright, the guy who is being grappled by Flight, tries to break out of the grapple.
So, contesting athletics. Well, if the one who's grappling somebody, they need to make athletics. They don't get a choice between acrobatics and athletics.
Right,
Yeah,
but
they
he
do.
gets to pick. Strength, so you get
Okay,
a 10,
15.
you got a
That's
50.
terrible.
He tries to wiggle free, but you're just too strong. You hold him in place against the wall.
Nice.
This guy in the hallway, he goes to lunge forward at Dr. Lazarus, but the guy behind him had a ready to action and swings his pick at the guy in front of him, but misses. The guy's too quick. So he jumps forward at Dr. Lazarus, swinging his war pick at you. 14 to hit, which misses.
Question.
Yeah.
Could I have gotten... Did he, like, start running at me with a weapon drawn?
Yeah, yours would probably go
He did
off
have his ready
before
action.
he'd come in. So yeah, your blast can go off right in his face.
Well... would it go off here or here? Because if it goes off right in front of me, I'm at disadvantage range.
Where does it say it's centered?
No, it's a
Oh,
range.
well, it's-
My fire.
It's a ranged
Oh,
attack,
you fire
right?
bolts.
So if he's
Yeah.
in my face, I'm at disadvantage.
Well, I mean, I guess it comes down to your character. When would you have readied? I mean,
The
I
second
guess.
that man raised a weapon towards me, I'm shooting him.
Okay, then yeah, well, I'll give it to you right before he comes in, and you
Thank you.
lose.
Lazarus is thinking he's meaning to touch me and he's not going to touch me.
Yeah, no. Unacceptable. Son of a bitch.
10,
Yeah,
unfortunately. Yeah, he jumps out of the way.
I got a 2.
All right, Flight.
I hear that everybody I hear everybody's in here now, right?
You.
Like
I don't
Bree
know
and
if you
Lazarus
know
are here
that
at this
Bree
point.
is nearby.
No, she yelled at the Dwergar, didn't she?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
then
I
yes.
did.
Yeah, she yelled down the hallway. So yeah, you know everyone's nearby.
Okay, great. Yeah, because I can see Lazarus' token there, but
I can't see you.
I'm a little distracted. You can? Oh no, you wouldn't be able to.
No, hard corner.
Yeah, I'm at an angle to see your token, but you are not at an angle to see mine. So yeah. Okay, this is a lot. Well, this is a lot for Flight to process. Was when trying to not alert not alert the fortress. So he's just gonna see if he can do any more damage to. So wait, did that guy's Warhammer have reach, or is he actually within? Within 5 feet of me?
Well, he would have. Sorry, these doors are in the middle of a block. He would have stepped up to hit.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't say it takes an action to remove a grapple, so I'm just gonna let the Dwergar go, and I'm going to back right off.
He slides down the wall, leaving a blood stain.
Okay, and I'm gonna I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
And I can't, I don't have any keys, so I can't really do any other actions. So as I'm moving, I'm just going to use my feline agility to, actually, I'm not even going to use feline agility. I'm just going to get, I'm just going to get a little further away. Oh, I can see that guy right in front of Bree there. Oh, wait, no, that's the zombie. Never mind.
Yeah, so that's
fine.
you see, you're probably scared at first, and then you notice her spores growing out of its head, and you know he's an ally.
Okay, so then I'm going to use a bit of my climbing speed to not have to
So,
get past.
wouldn't you have instigated opportunity attack from that guy?
No, I disengaged.
Oh yeah, because you disengaged altogether. Yep. Okay. Cool. So yeah, you push past these guys. You're with your group again.
So yep, I'm just This is not something that Flight was not expecting them to get up the tower so quickly. So yeah, he's just gonna he's a little bit dumbfounded right now. He's not even gonna say anything. He's just gonna try and he's just gonna see everybody. I think he's actually just gonna stand there. It's like, oh, you all followed me, great. Okay. And then he'll stand his ground there, ready, like just kind of end his turn there.
Okay. Dr. Lazarus, you can still see invisible things?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Power.
All right. So yeah, you see an invisible figure step up next to the guy in the far end of the hallway, just entering the hallway from the room to the north.
Can you click so I can see?
Oh yeah. Right here.
Right where?
Did you
Yeah.
see? Right to the
Zooming
right
out.
of.
Yeah. Are you in GM lair?
Haha, that could very well be. How about now?
Okay. Yep.
There we go.
There you go. Okay, so he steps up. This dude jumps.
Yeah, you really
out.
should be able to just ping on any layer and everybody can see it. That's really strange.
Yeah. And then another invisible Dirgar steps out between him and the visible one and is standing right in front of the visible one. Although he has some more distance and pushes a little bit further down, so they're actually right here. And then this... okay, I'm gonna do something weird for him. No, what? Oh yeah, I clicked that right, okay. Okay, you don't see him. Bree, what are you doing?
This isn't ideal. I stayed Flight, of course we fucking followed you. You disappeared in a tower full of hostile creatures. I think we should back out into a room where we know we have allies. Or do you want to stay here and fight?
Flight had a plan to just Flight had a plan to not alert the fortress already. He hasn't had time to really come up with another one.
Well, when you disappear without telling the rest of the group your plan, it's kind of what you get.
I kind of had to, but okay.
Yeah. Since she didn't get an answer from anyone, she's going to hold... Fuck it. I'm just gonna step forward and hit a bitch.
Well, that guy there did try to attack Lazarus.
Yeah.
The guy's in my face right now, isn't he?
Yeah, isn't he closer?
Yeah, he wouldn't he be?
Oh, I see. Yeah, he would have. You would have blasted him when he was there, and then he stepped more forward to try to attack you. So yeah, he would be right there.
Yeah.
But your attack got off earlier.
Can I hold my action until my summoned beast goes?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, you could ready an action that goes off when that goes. Yeah, essentially.
Okay. You know what, fuck it. Nah, I'm just gonna move forward. Okay. I'm gonna leave room for him right there. Okay. I'm gonna move forward and I'm going to hit him with my stick.
Okay.
With the beaten stick.
Yep. I feel like she's just eventually in her old age going to turn into this swamp lady, you know, that you see in like Disney cartoons. It's just like this old wise lady that just smacks people with her stick.
She'll be Mama Odie. She'll be a really tall Mama Odie.
12. That just knocks him in the noggin for 8 bludgeoning damage. Holy shit.
So I'm also going to roll my necrotic damage, which is a d6, and I got a 6.
Nice.
6 necrotic damage. Is that the one that you get to save, or is it the other one? No, it's the other one.
I think, no, that one's your reaction one.
Yeah, that's my. Yeah,
No,
it is.
Beginning of another creature's turn.
Beginning of another creature's turn, or if it moves into my space. So he's not down yet.
No, he's not, but he is bleeding, and
Okay.
the bleeding spot is all rotting away.
Okay, so Okay, so I might use my reaction on him, but for now, I think that's my turn, and then I'm going to move... How far? Oh, zombies can only move 10 feet, right?
No, I think they have 20.
25, maybe?
And then moving through an ally space is double.
Yeah, 20 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so 5, 10, 15. Okay, so he can still only, like, really move there. He's going to move there and try to hit this guy.
Okay, dope. Okay, so he does a slam attack. Oh, it's a critical hit. 23 to hit. 7 plus 3 bludgeoning damage on this fucking guy. 10. Blow, he's just... boom! A huge lump forms on his forehead. He's wavering there, but he's still standing.
Bree just smiles and said, "You made some mistakes." And then I believe my wolf gets to move pretty far. You can move 30 feet.
40-foot movement speed, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I think
Actually, it's just 30. It's just 30.
Okay.
Okay, so...
So that plus 10. So yeah, he can just make it here. No, wait, no, he can't move. Wait, yeah. Let's see.
5.
10, 15.
Yeah, he can just make it here.
Yeah, okay, great. So I am going to move him. Why can't I? I can't click on him. I don't have control over him.
Okay, where are you trying to move him? Here?
Here. So he has pack tactics, so he gets advantage on his attack roll, and he's going to try to maul him. This poor guy, he just chose the wrong day to fuck with me. And he is going to thank you for helping Bree and moving from the computer where I need to see. So I believe that's... What's his modifier? Does he have a modifier? Proficiency bonus equals your bonus. So he has a... So his proficiency is my proficiency, which is at level 6 should be a 3, right? Yeah, so it's 3.
3 and then
20
I
plus.
believe it's strength. It's plus 2.
I believe so. Let me look at your strength. Actually, his strength is a plus. His strength is an 18.
A wolf's strength is 18? Wow.
Well,
Was that high?
I have a bestial spirit thing for summon animal.
Okay. I thought it was like a. Okay. So it's
Yeah,
like a
no.
spirit.
So it's a +4, so that's actually like a +7 to hit.
Yeah, that'll be a +7 to hit. Nice, not bad.
Nope, it's not bad at all. So that's a 26 to hit. And then, so I don't even need to roll with advantage for that one.
I mean,
And that
you did get a
is,
natural 20.
that's true. I should roll one again just in case. No, we're gonna go with that 26.
Okay.
And then he gets 1d8 +4 plus the spell's level in piercing damage. So that's 1d8 +4 +3.
Yep.
So 1d8 +7. Nice. I can just leave that modifier there. So, oh man,
10.
that's 10 piercing damage.
That's a fair amount of base damage, though.
That's the
It
guy to the
is,
south.
Yeah, I'm outputting a decent amount of damage right now. Is he down?
You're attacking the guy to the south of you?
I'm attacking.
Yeah, this guy.
This guy.
Okay. Yes, yeah. Your wolf gets him in his mouth and just starts whipping him around, smashing him against the wall. He goes unconscious. Do you want to add any additional flavor to that? He done.
No, I like the whipping him around in his mouth like a chew toy kind
Yeah.
of visual.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, awesome. And that he throws his body to the ground in front of you. Okay, so that's that. Did you do the zombie?
Yes, he did the
Oh, we did.
Yeah,
blood
I'm back.
damage. Yep.
Yep.
He crit the dude.
I remember that. Okay, cool. So more fighting up above in the room. Dr. Lazarus, what are you doing?
I'm going to stand where this guy used to be
Okay.
and just look. Is this guy here? Because he also attacked Blight.
What's the question?
Is this guy here? Because I thought they both attacked.
No, this guy is not the one who attacked me. This guy.
Yeah, the guy on the top only opened the door and then yelled to the friend. So yeah, they are in the correct positions.
Okay. So, cannon.
Ooh.
So
Dex.
all three of them need to make dex saves?
Dex save.
So you just blast fire down this back hallway. They all have to do dex saves. Let's see if I can do it this way.
I just wanted to know how close I had to get.
Oh, they all fail.
Yeah, they all just succumb to your flames. What's the damage?
Oh boy. Is that it? Oh.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
The one that Flight was beaten up on is just burnt to a crisp and singed into the ground. He is done. The guy directly in front of you takes 9. Let me double check something. Boom, boom. Now I should clarify. Are you attacking? Because you can attack the machine part or the Durgar itself. Well, I guess this is just everything.
My
so-
flamethrower.
Yeah, it's just all over
Save.
the fucking
So,
place.
If
Hell
they
yeah,
have, if
okay.
they have like different HP or something, then all of just everything would take the damage in there, I guess.
All the damage. So I can attack the machine, is what you're saying.
You can attack the machine. That is
Does
correct.
Durgar look upset, like he's having a bad time inside there?
Yeah. Well, give me an insight, actually.
Sweaty.
Is he having, a bad time?
Vibe check.
Whoa. Okay,
Tell me.
I think the thing that was immediately obvious to you is, yes, he's having a bad time. The first thing you noticed with the first one is this spike coming down into his skull that's part of the machine itself. It actually seems like his pain fuels the machine to an extent. Although I'll also say that the flame that actually touched the Durgar did extra damage to him. So that's good, but that fuels him to just go nuts. Well, he's not within. Hang on, let me read this real quick.
Negative. No way positive. I'm killing him.
Well, he you see that he wants to dive at you immediately after the beard is all burnt up, but you're not within range, and so he doesn't.
Okay, but I still have my action.
Mm-hmm.
No, everybody's way too close to me to do that. That would have been bad. Firebolt at the guy in the suit.
Okay.
There are two guys.
Okay, so 10 to hit.
Well, it would have been him, but I missed. I'm guessing.
You do, yeah, you do miss. It blasts past him into the seal, or past the bars that go into a further room.
After I use an action, can I still use movement? I have any left?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or do you have movement left? I think you do.
25, 30.
Okay. All right. Cool. We'll say that guy. You're seeing another invisible body push through. This hallway is filling up with them, it would seem. This guy's attacking this guy. This guy's attacking this. No, this guy. That dude comes up, attacks this boy. And then the guy standing in the front of the hallway steps backwards and enlarges. Then it's this boy. He steps up. What are their distances? 10, 15. He's boosh, stomping up towards you. Boosh, right up to Dr. Lazarus's face. And he swings his claw at you, trying to hit. 14 to hit, you block it. He takes his hammer down on your head. 21 to hit, 9 bludgeoning damage.
Shield.
Oh, bling! Dr. Lazarus blocks the attack with his shield. Hell yeah.
The hammer if I can help it.
Bonk on the head.
Dude goes down a little bit. This other dude, blues, starts storming up. This guy attacks your wolf with its hammer. What's the AC on this?
No.
14. He misses it. No. Oh no, he hits 21 to hit, 13 damage. But it has 35, so you're still good for now. But he goes again with his claw. Misses. The dog jumps out of the way. This dude, you keep hearing swings and blocks and metal on metal northward in the room up there. Boom, he's done this. Where are we? Oh, that he's dead. That guy gonna attack. No, gonna attack this boy. And Flight, we're back to you.
Alrighty, I'm gonna see that the rest of the party has engaged with the big robot dudes, and I'm gonna climb along the wall to flank this guy right here.
Okay, you're climbing the wall and you're
speed
flanking. I'm sorry, where are you?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, you just climbed over him to get to that spot. I see. Okay, cool.
Yep. Alrighty, and I'm gonna start beating on him.
All right.
Here we go with a claw attack.
So I guess this is on his back, so you don't necessarily have direct access to the Dirgar part. 16.
Yeah, he'd be facing Dr. Lazarus, so I can't really hit him in the face.
Yeah, and just his shielded, the metal body is blocking your attack. You just ping, scrape against the metal.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hit. Oh wait, no, I have advantage because I'm flanking.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh,
25.
okay. So you do totally. You find an opening and you reach around, maybe scratching him. Well, not necessarily his face or whatever, because you didn't attack him directly. But what's the damage?
I try to tear it like I kind of. I gotta dig my claw in the metal a little bit, maybe puncture it a bit.
Okay, yeah, you open up a wound in the metal.
Healing.
You can see the gears in there
Dealing
for
4
slashing damage. Okay, dope.
Then hit it again. Go for punch. Natural 20
Whew. Okay.
for 10 bludgeoning damage.
For 10 bludgeoning damage. Oil is
And
starting
then-
to ooze out of the opening that you sliced open on his side.
Alrighty, and then bonus action, one more smack. Here we go. With advantage. For another natural 20.
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
Here we go.
Let's see.
Boom, another 10 bludgeoning damage.
Give me the flavor.
Alright, as he just like climbs along the wall, gets behind him, buries his claw in the tank, and just starts beating into the area that he opened up until just like the whole thing just kind of like pours out onto the ground beneath them.
And the whole mechanism falls to the ground in front of you and Dr. Lazarus. But the other mech is standing there looking at both of you. That's your turn?
Yep, that's turn.
Alrighty. This dude pushed forward 5, 10. Okay. Well, yeah, Dr. Lazarus, you see another invisible dude kind of moving forward. He moves into this slot. It looks like these three slots right in a row are filled with invisible dudes. No one else knows this, but Dr. Lazarus sees them there. Actually, the one right in front of Bree swings, and she finds out that there's an invisible being standing right there. A
There's
javelin.
no longer invisible.
If they're invisible, it gets advantage, yeah.
17 to hit, which does.
Yep.
And that is what do we do? Normal size, 5 piercing damage, but it becomes visible in that move.
Right. Oh, and can I use my reaction to do some sport roll con save? 14?
Maybe. Let me just double check.
Maybe.
So, well, it's a creature that you can see, and you couldn't see it when it started its turn.
Yeah,
if
but I
it
can
attacked
see it
her,
now.
the invisibility would have dropped.
Yep.
And then if it ended it, then once it ended its turn, she would have been able to.
Yeah,
see
but it's at the beginning of its turn, so technically no.
Oh, it's at the beginning of its turn.
Yeah,
it's when
that's true.
When it starts,
Damn.
and technically it started its turn invisible. So,
And I forgot it for the other guy. I forgot for the other guy, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
But you still
Okay.
have that reaction to apply to something else. That's just the downside of them being
Yeah.
invisible. Okay, so that happens. This dude swings at that guy who's attacking you. He swings with his war pick. Did it go? Maybe? There it goes. 9 to hit. He misses. Bree, what are you doing?
I kind of like go a bit more feral and I bare my teeth at him, and swing at him with my shtick.
Okay.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
Nice.
Okay, that's a bludgeoning damage and then a
Bludgeoning
d6. So 4 necrotic damage, and then I am going to get my zombie to move up here and hit him.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I have to do it. Although technically, if you click the zombie icon, you can click slam in the pullout and do the attack on your own.
Oh, I'll do it.
Either way, it's hell yeah.
No, not one.
Critical miss. Shoot, he's
Oh
just.
wait, actually, does he get advantage? Is he flanking, kind of? No, that has to be directly across,
no,
right?
he's not flanking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not
directly
flanking,
across the other
unfortunately.
side.
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, that doesn't work. But
So
that's
that's
fine.
his turn. What about your beast?
I figure you guys have him, so he's gonna hit the thing that's attacking me, I think, as a natural thing. So
He can move diagonally into this space if he wants. He's not blocked by the
no,
other guy.
because there's an invisible person there, isn't there?
You technically don't
Is
know
there?
that, but like, yeah,
Yeah,
technically
okay,
he'd
I
try to
wasn't
move
gonna
and
move
it would be in the
anyways.
way. So like, yeah.
Yeah, because like he's not gonna last. Oh, I have to roll a con
Oh, he would
save.
still have advantage on this guy because Lazarus is right there.
He gets advantage anyways because of pack tactics. Also, I have to roll a con save because I got hit.
Oh yeah.
So he may not even be there.
Oh yeah, because of concentration.
Yeah, but I get advantage on it. Which is how much damage did he do to me again?
Ooh. Let's see.
He did
If
5,
it's any
didn't
more
he?
than 10, I don't think it matters.
Yeah, he did
Any
5
less than
piercing
10, I would
damage.
say.
Okay. We'll say
So
five,
it's
that makes
just
sense.
I just have to beat my
DC
spell
10.
level, right? Which is it's just DC 10. I thought I had to. Okay.
Yeah, it's either 10 or the amount of damage you took, whichever's higher.
God. Oh, wait. I get advantage. I have
Okay.
Warcaster.
Oh yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yes. Okay.
6.
Wolf's still there. Okay. So I'm gonna do the attack. He's gonna maul him. 2d20 plus 7. Nat 20.
Nice.
So it's 2d8 plus 7, I believe.
Yep.
Wait, what am I looking at?
14
no.
damage on.
Okay, but we're looking at a
Yeah.
Does it
17
do
roll and
damage
then.
equal to its proficiency bonus?
Pardon?
Does it do damage? Do you add the proficiency bonus to the damage it deals?
I add the spell level.
Yeah.
Oh, you add
that
the
is
spell
true.
level. Okay.
Yeah, which is why it's also 3 in this case, anyways.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's,
So your wolf is
yeah.
mauling this guy that's catty corner to him, correct?
yes. So that is 14 damage to
For
maul him.
14 damage, which is the exact amount. How does this guy die?
The same way as the last guy died.
Hell yeah. Your wolf just gets him in his mouth, just whipping it around. You probably have to get out of the way. It hits his head on like one of the
No,
walls.
I let the blood spray across me. I'm like completely. Bree has entered a mode that I don't think anyone's really seen yet. She's not herself anymore. I think she's kind of, she's very feral right now.
Okay, hell yeah. Let me mark this boy done. And that's turn? Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, this dude kills that boy. Dr. Lazarus.
Now, did I see Flight?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah. Flamethrower.
he didn't want to have seen
Flamethrower.
Flight.
Not
Okay.
a Flight.
Well,
That
yeah, I
guy,
I
guess.
don't think.
And Flight's in the way. I'm gonna disengage, and
If you move.
there's no way to. I've been looking.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think you
gonna
need your
disengage.
flamethrower
I'm
on him
using
without
my
hitting
action
somebody.
and disengage.
Okay. So you back up, you disengage, and that's turn.
Actually, give me an attack. I'll move away. Attack me.
Okay. Yeah, he swings at you with his hammer and misses. You're too quick for him. He actually swings down and smashes the skull of this dead Deergar body that you were standing on. Blow! Blood goes all over the floor. Caldorix would be proud.
Gross. I shoot him with fire.
Okay. 60. That just misses. It absorbs into the metal and grounds into the ground. Well, not fire. It's not electricity. But yeah, it misses, unfortunately.
Son of a bitch, motherfucker.
And then you see one of the invisible dudes shift over to the right, lift his war pick, and swing down on the allied one in front of him. Where is it? There it is. Normal size. Dude. Okay. When does that happen? 12 to hit. Totally hits first. Awesome. Cool. He does that. This dude attacking that dude. This dude is dead. Get him out of there. This dude attacking this guy. That guy. And this big one just starts pushing. Just takes one step into the hallway. That dude's dead. Okay. That guy. Attacks that guy. What did I do? Alright. Alright. And then the mech suit guy turns around towards Flight and swings his hammer down at Flight. There it is. Swings his hammer down at Flight. 16 to hit.
That just meets my armor class.
Oh, that just hits for 9 bludgeoning damage on you. And then again goes in with a claw at you. Oh, it's a critical hit for another 11 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, shit.
Blow! Blow! He just stands over you.
You will never get to the treasures.
Then that boy runs up behind this huge dude and starts swinging. Then that guy swings at this dude. Then this guy swings at that guy. And then Flight.
All right. As he hits me with the claw and hammer there, I say, killing you is enough. Then I'm gonna move up here and flank with the Spirit Wolf.
Okay.
And do a little punchies.
Are you attacking the Durgar or the machine?
Bonk. Oh, come on! I
guess it
will
doesn't
attack the machine.
Okay. So yeah, you try to like kick it in the leg or something and miss. It dodges out of the way.
Okay. Then again, 21.
21 does hit. You land a scrape along the metal.
All right, for 9 bludgeoning damage.
That'll do it. You scrape open the metal and then just oil spews out. The Durgar screams in pain and just falls over as it falls unconscious onto the floor. Okay.
Alrighty, cool.
So both of those are down. You don't see any more enemies directly, I don't believe.
I probably hear them though, probably.
You do hear more fighting northward up the hallway.
Flight will, seeing that all enemies are out of sight for now, he's going to run down here and I say, let them fight it out. We'll deal with whoever survives. And then he's gonna run down this hallway.
Who dat?
And using feline agility. Let's see how much I was here. I moved up here 5 feet. Then down here to 15. Then down here for 25, and then the rest of it to be 90. Let's see where I can get. Then he'll go check on the stat. Then he'll go up here and look at the status of what's going on down there. At this point, I probably see Caldoric still cutting off heads and stuff.
Yeah, I see. You wander up to the top of this tower. I mean, you see that they've cleaned up most of the floor in this room. Caldorix has made a spire of bloody mess. But he's getting better, you know, the practice makes perfect, and he could maybe sell these for money down the road. So he's busy doing that, and then you... I guess what I'll say is out there, what you notice is that through the whole time you've been here is you kind of hear the gears whirring in the background. The elevators are always kind of moving, but you kind of hear a chain noise like go.
I noticed that?
Yeah, that's something that you can hear. And it's kind of the noise is stopping coming from the southish area. There's a similar noise further west, but that noise that was consistent until now has abated.
Okay, so that noise, so the one that stopped is to the south.
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna drop out and drop back in. I think I can get in some latency. I'll be right back.
No worries. All right. So actually, you guys in the hallway, another Dirgar pops out from invisibility as he attacks your allied Dirgar to the right there, and he hits him with his war pick. And then Bree, what are you doing?
I am going to... I don't think she heard flight. I think she's too deep in it. So she is going to...
Could I try and roll... Can I retroactively roll persuasion?
I mean, Bree, do you want... No? I don't know.
I don't...
If Bree doesn't want to, then no.
I'm not entirely sure that's really fair because you didn't... It's kind of like
because you weren't there at the
thing.
time and you can't react while you're gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have let you choose how to respond, but I don't know. If you don't think Bree would actually do that, then I won't press it.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Bree.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Me? Well, I was just thinking, I mean, you kind of rationalized it when you started, just like, you know, I may not have heard that or whatever. I mean, it seems like Bree is just set on finishing this battle. So,
I think, it's kind of, I think it's tapping into something that she didn't know that she had.
You're feeling power. And
kind of setting her up for something.
Okay.
So she is going to... Oh man, I hate the word hallway. She's
corridor?
She's just gonna move forward. Hallway, corridor, same difference.
I think I'm getting latency again. 1 second.
So you step up on the body ahead of you.
Yeah, and I'm going to try to smack this guy with my stick again.
Okay.
Scroll back up to this. 11 to hit. I'm guessing that's not going to hit.
Just misses. He barely dodges out of the way.
Okay. And then I am going to get... I think that's just kind of my turn then. And then I'm going to get my zombie to try to hit him.
Okay.
Let me try to click on him. There we go.
Ooh, he misses. 10. It's too close quarters.
Yep. And then I'm going to get him to step back this way. He'll take the attack.
Okay. Oh, okay, cool. So he steps there. This Durgar stabs at him with his javelin. I do this differently. $18 to hit.
Yeah.
Hit. him for 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's your... Wait, that was your zombie.
Yes.
Okay.
So he has
And
a
that
thing,
knocks him
right?
down, right? That kills him?
Yeah, but doesn't he have a thing where
He has undead
Oh,
resilience,
yeah.
so he needs to
Yeah.
make a Constitution save.
Yep. All right, cool. So let's just do... Zombie, con save. Oh, gets a 10. What is it on it? Yeah, it gets...
That's
isn't
just
it-
what he needs. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it's just a 10.
Oh, it's a DC 5 plus the damage taken, which was...
Oh.
5, wasn't
5.
it?
Yeah,
Which was
it was
5.
5.
Which
So
was
yeah,
5,
10,
so-
10 totally does it. All right, cool. So he's still in action.
Yeah. Like I imagine it as like he like pierces it and like an arm falls off and then it just like regrows or something.
Oh, gross. Yeah, but like out of mushrooms, like a whole new mushroom
Yeah,
arm
just
forms out.
completely
Yeah.
mushroom arm. Yeah.
So gross. I love it.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, Bree's getting a little bit creepier, and I didn't intend for this to happen, but I'm really enjoying it, so I'm just kind of going with it. And then I'm gonna get my spirit beast to step up to take its turn swinging at it. 2d20. So that's a 21.
What? Oh, because of the advantage. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
21
Okay,
totally hits.
and that is 1d8 plus 7. So that's 15 max damage, baby.
Oh my god, and he only has 14. What's the flavor?
Just just same. I think this time he just goes for the jugular and rips it
Oh,
out.
just pulls out the throat altogether.
Yeah.
Probably the wolf is just like blood dripping out of its mouth. He goes to lick you, getting blood all over you.
Yes, I like give him a rough pat, like good boy. Next one.
Okay, hell yeah. So that's your turn.
Except I don't say it in common. I say it in giant.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. So this another Durgar runs up behind the huge one in the back room and starts swinging. Hits that guy for damage there. Dr. Lazarus, what are you doing?
This gentleman was trying to hit this gentleman, correct?
This gentleman was hitting this gentleman. The one below him, yes.
Yes, he gets fire in his face.
Okay. Fire bolt?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it just zigzags
Nice.
through the crowd above the wolf.
And
Wow.
There's more.
Oh yeah, because of your thing.
Arcane fire.
Holy shit. Yeah, that does some damage. You singe him. He's he's just totally... He's not gray. He's almost like a drow looking now because he's just totally singed.
Steven's gonna take a few steps back.
Okay.
So, can I see Flight? Or have Flight jumped off yet?
Yeah,
see
you
me
could
standing
probably
on,
see him.
What was that?
You could
I don't
probably
know
see
how-
his
I don't know
head.
how high those stairs go, but yeah, I'm just to your due west.
So you do see him.
Okay. Bree, what's the call?
Because you're like in feral battle mode, right?
Yeah, she hears you yell at her in common. And she yells back in giant without realizing it, I think. And
Do I
says,
hear that?
Kill them.
Let me hear what you say first. Kill them?
yeah. And then realizing, I think she realizes, she's starting to realize maybe a little bit. And then says, kill them again in common.
Okay. Yeah, you know what, Flight, I'll let you hear that. You understand giant, and then she says it in comments, so you probably hear that.
Yeah, I speak giant.
Yep.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. And then the dude you just shot at, Dr. Lazarus, grabs his javelin with his singed hands. Actually...
I believe I would like to use my reaction. He's within 10.
He is. He
Yes.
is.
I would like to do 2d6 of necrotic damage if he fails his con save of 14.
Okay, let's take a look.
Does he take none or half on a fail?
None. Yeah,
Okay.
because it's like everything, right?
He gets a 19.
Damn. Okay, that's
Shoot.
fine.
Aw.
He smells a whiff of rot.
Yeah. Okay, so then, yeah, he starts his turn, and you guys see Spores try to get him, but he swats him away. And then he swings his javelin at the guy below him, and the other guy blocks it, jumps out of the way. This dude kills that boy, and then joins these guys. Comes up. Who's this? That guy's gonna attack that guy. This guy. Okay, so the huge Dergar standing in the doorway turns around and just starts swinging his war pick at the Dergars behind him, and smashes this one for 9 damage. No. That dude. That's this dude. Both the hammers are down. He's done. This dude attacks Big Boy for another 5. This dude attacks that guy and gets him. Flight, what are you doing? Oh. So you're standing at the top of this. You hear that noise kind of stop. Oh, we lost you.
He's gone.
Let me render some stuff while I'm waiting.
Sorry about that. My Discord crashed.
No worries. So yeah, what are you doing? You're standing on the top of this guard tower. You just heard those sounds kind of slow and stop. What are you doing?
And then I heard Bree shout, "Kill them."
That's true. In giant and common.
If you still want to like try to persuade her, like I think if you like, you could like roll maybe an insight check to, because like I would let you like knock her out of it, but I don't think yelling at her is enough. You know?
So you want me to roll insight first?
Well, yeah, just to kind of suss out what you think. Would that make sense?
Okay,
to,
I
like,
can't
suss out-
see you right now, but
okay.
Yeah, because I went out.
I mean,
back
you
into that
had
big
seen
area.
her though, in that.
Have.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's up to you, Flight. If you want to try to understand what's going on,
I
you can
think
do
you
that.
know what.
Or
Let
you
me
can
just give
try
it to you.
persuade,
I don't think yelling at her, because like I think you have to like knock her out of it. I think you need to go up and like physically like shake her out of it.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I already used my feline agility last turn, so I can't do that this time. But
And I would let Lazarus have that too if Lazarus wants to do that as well.
Do you seem damned to determine that this is what you want?
Yes.
And Steve, it's not. So I burn people alive.
Cool.
Okay.
There's the pot alley in the kettle black. Chicken burnt body.
so I would realize I would actually have to knock you out of this in order to stop you.
Well,
Like
she
not
probably
like
wants to do an
actually hit
insight
me,
for
just
that.
like go up and like physically like. You know,
Well, we'll say that-
shake me or something. Yeah.
You had already
Okay,
tried to suggest to her to do something, and she didn't seem to follow behind. So yeah, it does seem like you may have to go and grab her.
Okay, in that case, I'll just take a normal dash action to go back into the hallway down here.
Okay.
I'll see you just kind of going into a frenzy with what you're doing.
Yeah.
Then then...
No, I will say you only see two
Okay, yeah,
Dirgar that seem to be a threat.
Yeah, Lazarus hasn't told us about the other
see.
invisible ones.
Wait, there's another invisible one? I can't see them on the thing, so my brain kind of skips over.
Oh.
I
No,
don't
actually,
see them on
you
the battle map, so my brain skips over that they're there.
you don't see any more invisible ones. Those have been taken care
Okay.
of.
We can probably hear them, though, if they're still fighting.
Yeah.
And the reason I didn't tell you the first time is because I knew Steve was 100% staring down the metal machines. I know I wasn't
Yeah.
looking down that hallway.
Mm-hmm.
I was positive of that.
Fair enough.
There's a metal contraption that's fueled by pain.
So I would need
Oh,
to go up
emo.
and touch you to try and snap you out of it.
I think so, yes.
Okay, then that is exactly what Flight will do, and he'll try to he'll try to grab your wrist, and he'll actually speak to you in Giant. I think this is the first time he's done so. He says to you in Bryant, Bree, let them fight it out. We need to go.
Do you want him to do a persuasion?
No. I mean, I think it's just like the physical touch to like bring her back down to earth. Sorry, I'm not trying to be difficult. I am trying to set her up for something.
Yeah.
And she kind of like shakes her head, and she like sees like the blood on the white wolf's fur, and like she sees the blood all over herself, and she looks at Flight, and she's like, okay.
And then he'll move back down. Then he'll use the remaining 10 feet of his movement to move right there.
Okay. Hell yeah. Alright, this Durgar, good Durgar, attacks the one to the north, hits him for 5. Bree, what are you doing? Flight has just run up and talked to you in Giant.
Yeah, I am going to... I don't think it's registered that he's talked to me in Giant. I just kind of knew that he was talking to me, and I'm going to move back 5. I guess...
if you like, since you're
Wait, that's not
because since you can move diagonally, you're not really impeded. So
yeah.
At least not until you get to Lazarus, in which case you would actually need to. You can't move.
25, 30, but I can double move, so
There, right? Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I'm going to get my dude to double move as well, so he'll pop up right behind me. And then...
Oh, that guy. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, and then 5, 10, 15. I guess he can't do that for 20.
I mean,
He'll just stay there. Just to make life easy, I'm just gonna have him stay there, and then 5, 10, 15, 20. There we go.
Alright. And your wolf technically has 40 if you wanted it to go further, but...
Oh, does he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that's not what my
he
thing
does.
says.
I thought he only had 30 feet.
Or
Yeah, I
Wolf,
thought he only
hang on,
had
I'm looking at
32.
Wolf's stat block. Maybe...
Yeah, I
At
don't
least-
use wolf stat block.
You're
I
right,
use a,
you're right.
Yeah,
It's set
it would
by
use
the
spell,
land
spell stat block,
beast.
not
With the
actual-
You're right, it is
Yeah.
just 30.
Yep.
You right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So that's my whole turn.
Hell yeah. Alright. This dude goes to attack the big guy again. He's bleeding out and he's just totally focused on the good guys back in that room. Dr. Lazarus, what are you doing? Bree
I
has
look
just
at
run
Flight.
past you with all of her friends. Flight's right ahead of you.
Lead the way, Flight.
And I cast a firebolt over to hitting this guy.
The small guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Hell yeah, you blast a streak of fire down the hallway into this little dude, and it zaps him, or it doesn't zap, it lights him ablaze, and he burns up on the floor there.
He is done.
He is donezo.
So I won't even roll the rest of it because I still have Arcane Firearm, and then I will get out of Flight's way.
Alright.
That ends my turn.
Alrighty. That dude's dead. That guy's attacking. You actually see the big guy take another blow from one of the smaller dudes in the room, and then he just gets knocked unconscious and falls backwards onto the other body of the smaller one that you just killed. He is donezo, and the ground shakes as he falls and shrinks back down to normal size. Okay. That's pretty much that combat. You're out of combat. What are you guys doing?
Flight doesn't realize combat is over, and he's going to run down the hallway.
All right.
He'll climb the wall past 3 and end up about here.
Okay. Awesome.
I am walking.
Ooh. All
I
right.
think you'd only be able to make it here unless you dash.
Are we still doing in turn? I thought we were just continuing. We were out of initiative. I was just.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't
yeah, we're out of initiative.
technically matter. I know the flight thinks we're still fighting or whatever, but
like,
yeah.
Running that way, so I'm the caboose of the group.
All right.
Yeah, so I'll start moving my entire group.
Then as you kind of come up to Flight, how did you even get up here?
One of our friends helped us. And I point at this fellow if he's still there.
Yeah, he's still standing there. He just waves. Hello.
Actually, can you help us get back down? Are we going back down?
No
I don't need help. Flight doesn't need help getting back down. Well, he can.
He's
don't
like
think I'd be able to
scrubbing at the
lower you low enough to
blood.
get-
Okay, so yeah, he
Our-
holds his hand up and grabs you guys and lowers you to the
Flight will
ground.
just climb down himself.
Yeah.
Once I get to the bottom, I'll look at Bree.
You all right back there? That was a little out of character.
Not gonna worry about it. Not right now. We need to get out of here.
Can I get an insight on that?
Yeah, sure. Maybe.
Sure.
It's up to her, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Roll.
I was really
Lazarus
asking
knows
her,
my
but yeah.
deepest, darkest thoughts.
12.
This is what I'm good at now.
I think Flight just gets a sense of I just want to move on and get the fuck out of here. And I think Lazarus gets the same sense, but you also sense that I'm just very deeply disturbed by what just happened.
By all the violence.
Yeah. You've seen her be violent before, but only when it's super necessary.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna press anything. But...
Yeah. Cool. We need to go deal with the dragon, and we have a couple of people to find on the way out. I immediately say after that, just to change the topic.
Yeah, so you the big guy.
Yes.
What's her name?
My name?
Probably shouldn't just be called the big guy.
Blimback.
Show a blimback. I look to Bree. I'm never going to remember this.
We're looking for Grandolpha is what they keep calling her.
Yes.
Oh, you're looking for Grand Alpha?
And a gentleman by the name of Tall Tree.
Oh, you're looking for Tall. That's what we're here for. Here, I'll just do this.
We haven't found it, nope.
You guys don't like that, boys.
Yeah, it's a little too high to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, I had to replace everything, and so I got stuck with a bad one.
Is this one?
Yeah, no problem.
Nope, that one's...
Still.
Yep.
Voice changer. Min higher. No. That's fine. Well, whatever.
Ah, yeah, here we go. Grandolpha Muscat. Shoot, where is she?
She was last upstairs. What are you guys looking for? Hang on. That's what we're here for.
The Goliath was supposed to be here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I just kind of, that was chaotic. So yeah, he's essentially like,
That's what we're here for. We're trying to find Thunlokalaga, so that this orc guy will buy our mead. But we haven't found him yet. We've only just overtaken the fortress.
Wait, you're...
We've gotta look.
Hold on, you're looking for somebody to sell mead to.
No, the deal was... Oh, no, sorry, yes. Yes, we are looking for someone to sell mead. That's kind of our thing.
Well, then these guys might have screwed you over a lot more than you initially thought, because they just sent dragons to 10 towns who are very desperate for booze of any kind.
Well, I knew there was a reason we didn't want to work with these assholes.
Yeah, they're about to destroy your customer base.
That's bad business. You don't destroy your customers.
They're all about to die, so maybe you could help us get there faster? In any way you can?
We can try. I don't... Let's try to get out of here first. Let's get you out of here. How did you get down? Did you come down one of the elevators?
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah, we came down one of the elevators. We came from over that way.
okay.
In this
Go ahead, Bree.
Randolphus, what does she look like? I ask. Do you know what she looks like?
Grandolpha. I mean, she looks like us, but bigger, older. She's like an old gray lady.
Then.
What's that?
She's a Druger then? She's not an elf?
Yes, she's a Druger.
She's a Goliath.
No, she's a Druger.
What? Yeah, I was gonna say he's just said they look like us.
I thought we...
Tall,
oh wait, no,
tall,
the tall tree.
Yeah,
guy.
Tall tree is Goliath.
Okay. My bad.
Okay, we do not need to look for her on the way out. She's not who I had a suspicion or hope or whatever. Anyways, we're not gonna think about that either right now. Okay,
wait, hang on. Are these yours?
And he like notices like this off the side of you, and he reaches into his pockets and pulls out some of your mushrooms.
This is coming off of you.
Yes, and they're poisonous to other people, so I suggest, you know what, fuck it, you only live once. Go ahead and eat them.
Oh, well, I had something else in mind, but, that's good to know. Anyway, sorry to bug
what are you using my body peelings for?
Oh, well, yeah, it feels weird when you put it that way. Well, look, we make mead out of mushrooms from the Underdark, but now that we're on the top level, we're looking for another source to make our mead, and this seems to be spicy.
Yeah, when I smoke them, that's a good descriptor, that they are a little bit spicy. You know what? We can talk about it once we get out of here.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, and he pockets the handful of your mushroom spores that he had. And Dave is here, and you see that Dave has found, he picks up the Chardalin crown that fell off of Zardarok.
Guys, I'm the king now! Oh, shit! I'm the master!
And he puts on the crown. No, none of the spikes are there, but he puts them on.
Are the spikes anywhere
So just
nearby?
kind of like a circlet at this point.
Right. The spikes are back in the temple room, because that's where he broke them off.
As we walk by, are we going to walk by that way? Because I'm picking those up and mending those back on. It's made, what is it made of?
Chardalin.
Chardalin.
Nope, smack it out of his fucking hands.
Okay. So you try to smack it out of his hands. Just give me an athletics check, because he tries to hang on to it.
Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, you smack it out of his hand and it goes flying to the ground.
Doctor, what the heck, man?
Don't touch Chardalin.
Why not? The king had it.
It is evil bullshit.
God dang it.
He starts kicking his feet. And then, this other Durgar that's over by the king, which we'll say is a good guy, he comes walking over carrying the gauntlet that Zardarok was wearing, also made of Chardalin. He's not wearing it, but he brings it over.
Why does he get to have one? What the heck?
Well, if he goes crazy mad with power, that's all him.
You don't want me to be mad with power? That sounds fun.
I'll dip you in lava.
Oh, Dr. Lazarus, you gotta put a blanket over me first. Anyway.
Real quick, anyway, I'm gonna look at the other. Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
Question, because I've random memories popped up and while looking through my inventory.
Okay.
What that crystal that we took?
Mm-hmm.
Where were the directions to go for that? Was it the spine of the world?
You technically don't have directions. You just had the words that were coming out of it, which was like, I think it was Nautiloid down, Psi crystal needed, bring immediately. But that was just what you discerned from identifying it. And then you wrapped it up in cloth and put it in your bag.
Anyway, then never mind.
I mean, you could, yeah. Just from what you've done already, you have not discerned a location per se.
Yes. Then no. There's nothing else for me.
All right. What's anybody else doing?
I think Bree has taken to hugging her now emotional support wolf while she's waiting for everyone else.
Are we trying to get our way out of here?
What'd you say?
Are we leaving
yeah.
Like leaving the way we came.
We need to go deal with that dragon. And if there's no way to do it here, then we need to chase it.
I thought we were finding Taltree on the way out, or are we just leaving that for the Draugr to do?
We'll leave that. They'll find him.
Okay.
A message is sent. I don't need to find him.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Let's GTFO then. Okay. Let's get out.
So where are you going to get out?
We're asking the Dwergar for directions.
I know why my brain did what it did. The mind flare I saved.
Right.
That's why I
he owes us a favor. He might be able to help us get.
I'm going to be looking for him. Sorry, I was like, why did I think something about mind flares was the spine of the world? I let him out.
That's true.
He owes us a favor.
So if we managed to run into him again.
Right.
Well, I think he said that he was gonna wait for us, wasn't he? Like at the exit or something.
I told him to run. I just told him to run, but I'm going to be.
Yeah, and then I thought he said something on the way out, like even after you told him to run, that he was gonna like wait for us.
I don't
outside
remember.
or something. I don't know. I think I'm misremembering.
I just mind flare.
I guess we'll find out.
Because I do know. The one thing I've kept with Steven is that natural 20 for knowing what mind flares are. Steven goddamn knows mind flares. So I kind of let my out of game knowledge spill into. Do I at least know mind flares are space people?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, with that roll, yeah.
They have to have technology that we can use to kill a dragon. They're from the. Are they the Underdark?
No.
They're the Underdark.
They're from a whole different dimension.
Right.
Well, because I was playing Baldur's Gate, and they came from space Baldur's Gate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think don't typically they come from the Underdark?
They,
I know that from
the
Critical
ones
Role.
the ones that inhabit the material plane primarily inhabit the Underdark. Yes.
But they have superior technology and all that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The shoe still fits. Mind Flare's somewhere in here. He is alive near here. Technology once.
Yeah. Can I? Bree's gonna ask the big dudes to help escort us out, just in case we run into some more trouble. And I'm gonna ask
Sure.
if they can carry my zombie. If he doesn't walk
Sure.
as fast.
No problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, and they pick up the zombie and just kind of put him on their shoulders like a little kid.
Yes.
And he's just wearing his little hoodie, his gross beard. Okay. Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess the closest elevator is this way, and
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna start.
So yeah, this Dirgar leads you back towards the elevator where you came in on. Although it's a lot quieter this time through. Wait. That door's open.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier, huh?
Yeah. So like you're coming through here, and I mean the elevator is back in this back room. But when you get there,
wait,
it
as
looks
I'm passing through, do I see that?
this. Oh sure, yeah, if you see it, sure. Yeah, I guess this door is now open where it wasn't before, and you're seeing into this back room. That is actually the Mind Flayer from before. He's kind of tucked into that corner, hiding, just defenseless.
Yeah, so I do not know what Mind Flayers are, correct?
No. Well, you haven't rolled for it yet, so I mean, you could try to discern.
I mean, I could try. I mean, I
Yeah.
passed by him earlier, but I wasn't terribly concerned with him, so I guess. Plus, he's horribly deformed, so I probably wouldn't have even recognized him as such.
Right. Like none of the tentacles are there.
So,
Bree's gonna go up to him and take
I would
like
roll. What roll would that be?
Wait, what? Oh,
What
to
roll would it
discern?
be to
What, a nature or an arcana? What do you
If
think?
I were to say, I would probably put it closer to Arcana.
Okay, then sure. That's cool. Do that.
She's
It's the
gonna-
same either way for me, but yeah.
Bree-
No.
Yeah. She's gonna take her blanket out of her like rucksack.
Mm-hmm.
And pass it to like kind of wrap it around him if they let her.
I'm not entirely sure if they are.
And I'm gonna ask him, do you respond normally to healing magic?
Thank you. Yes, if you would heal me, that would be great. But
I don't have much left, but I can give you this, and I cast Cure Wounds on him.
Every little bit helps. They've removed my powers, so I am weak.
Okay. We are leaving now.
I will follow you. I owe you my life.
Okay. She's happy with that. She's gonna.
Yeah, you see like the big gash in his forehead is just oozing blood, and his tentacles are covered in scabs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Or what's left of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna help him get off, stand up, and start heading back out.
Okay.
Do we want to wait to see if Lazarus responds to any of this? Because he actually knows what a Mind Flayer is. I'm still going to let that interaction happen because that's what Bree would do. But, yeah.
Well, let me give you some information about the room you're in while we're waiting.
Cool.
Yeah, because we kind of rushed through it the first time.
And I don't think you actually entered this room.
No.
Even.
Yeah, we did.
Not this one.
No, we
This
didn't.
is the room
this,
that
this room. Okay, I thought you were
room.
that
talking
the
about,
priest
yeah.
person came out of. Okay, this room is filled with stacks of granite tablets. Behind them lurks a long... no, never mind. That's the guy. Yeah, it's full with tablets just kind of stacked up. It looks like there's some sort of writing on them.
And
I'm guessing it's all Dwarvish.
No, well, I mean,
No?
maybe. Give me a...
I can't.
I mean, I'll look around at them, and I'll roll an investigation if I need to.
Okay. Yeah, give me an investigation.
Boom. 6.
6. Well, I mean, you can tell that it's not any of the languages that you speak. Although Caldorix is with you, and he points out that this is actually an infernal.
Oh. Oh, and Lazarus is back now, so we can tell him what's been going on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I figured I was talking to Caldor, so I figured that's what had happened there.
Oh, okay. So you're not seeing the interaction where Bree just sunk some healing into the Mind Flayer and gave him a blanket.
No.
Okay, cool. Then Bree is gonna just continue out in here and get ready to hop on the elevator when Lazarus and Caldorix join us.
Though, do you want to react in any way to that?
Well, so technically
he's
he's
not
not there. But, like, technically Caldorix is going to have to get there to tell you that it's infernal. So, Doctor, would you follow Lazarus into this back room, assumedly?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That's when I see it?
What?
That's when I see the Mind Flare?
Yeah, so you follow him back into this back room. The room is filled with, like, stone tablets filled with writing, and Caldorix points out that it's an infernal for some reason. And yeah, so Bree is back there, and she's healed this Mind Flayer that you had freed earlier.
You there.
Thank you again. Yes.
Yeah, I had that favor.
And I pull out that crystal.
What is this?
A psi crystal. How did you how did you come to obtain this?
I ripped it out of a man's hand.
What are your plans with it?
Like, its eyes widen at the sight of this.
This was supposed to go somewhere.
I repeat that message.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you repeat the message about the ship, the Nautilus imperiled.
Yeah.
And it's just
And
like,
that's why I thought it was space.
right,
Ship Nautilus. Okay.
right.
Now sorry, drugs. Kids, don't do drugs.
Oh my lord. That must have been what I saw in the sky. I've been trapped here for a long time. My ship was destroyed, but I saw what I was sure was another ship crash land a week ago. I was looking for it when I was captured.
Where did it crash?
It's somewhere around here. Must not be more than 50 miles from here. I wasn't able to locate it before they captured me.
How versed are your people at killing dragon?
Drag. I mean, we have the technology to destroy just about anything. Or take it over.
I'm gonna insight that.
Okay.
Or take it over.
Bree's like working on bandaging. Bree's not paying attention. She's working on bandaging this guy up.
You're killing these insight checks today.
Shit.
Wow.
That is my third natural 20 on insight.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just double check something before I say stuff, but...
Because, I mean, if this man's a threat to 10 towns, you're all about Bree's about to see something horrible.
Well, maybe not take it over, but at least reach into its mind.
So yeah, I mean, it's just talking about its mind control powers, essentially. Or its psionic abilities. But yeah, I mean, you get the sense that they do have some sort of crazy technology that you could get.
This mind flare is now the head is starting to look like mummy wrapping. Bree's just like been wrapping bandages around the gash, the open gash.
Okay. Okay, you're roll.
Cure wounds to stop the bleeding.
I'm gonna look at him and go.
Well, you said it was still open and bleed because it's like a pretty serious. Anyways, that's what she's doing.
Yeah.
What?
She only healed him for 6, so.
How did...
You,
Go ahead.
If you ever find yourself wandering Kent Towns,
find us at the what is the inn's name?
Ramshackle.
find us at the Ramshackle Inn in Lonelywood.
Well, let me ask you, how did you get this message?
Again, some man was holding said side crystal. I then had my large demon friend, point Kelderworks, hold him down while it was taken away.
Do you plan to hang on to this, or?
I plan to trade it.
Okay, have you used it yet?
I don't think we've used it for
I
anything.
stare at him and blink a few times.
Use it?
Well, I mean, these things form in the brain of mind flayers. It's somewhat the source of our psionic ability. I don't know if you've attuned to it or not.
No, I have not.
What? I have nothing to pay you. What? Is there anything I can do to get this from you?
Well, no, so real
We need
quick.
help with the dragon.
We're all hearing what he's saying, right?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question
Okay.
real quick though?
Yeah.
So these are formed in the minds of mind flayers as traumatic at traumatic moments when they die.
Right.
Would say somebody murdering him after kindness, would that be traumatic enough to maybe create one?
Sure.
Just a curiosity, and then I'm just gonna see how horrid I am.
Wait, what did you just roll? Oh. What are you rolling?
I think it was
just,
inner vibe check.
I know. Instead of doing I put a 0 because I wasn't thinking.
Oh, I see. Wait, I'm sorry. What are you rolling right now?
I
think
rolled
he's
that to
flipping
see
a
if I was
coin.
going to murder him.
Oh, that was just you flipping a
If
coin.
I
I
was going
got
to
you.
murder him to see if I could create another one. 'Cause now I see them as valuable.
I will say
Okay.
that if you care about Bree, she's taken all this time to bandage this person up
Yeah, that's
It
true.
was a 2,
and
so I'm
sunk
not
some
murdering
healing
him.
magic into him. Yeah, she will probably take offense if you go and murder this
Oh,
person.
that again. That's why it was like
Yeah,
that was an evil moment. Steven's neutral, so we'll
Yeah.
make him up. But I'm not murdering him today, and I'm not giving this to you. What use is it of you?
Well, it may lead us to the ship.
Us.
It could lead us to the ship.
Well, I'm hoping it could lead me to a way off of this planet.
So it seems we are
Can-
looking for the same thing.
It can
It
fly.
can see.
Wait. It can fly?
Yes, if it still works, hopefully it survived the crash.
If it can
Flight's
fly,
gonna turn.
it
Flight's
can
gonna turn
fight.
over to. Flight can turn over. Turn to Lazarus and say, "That might be our. That might be our only option."
Steven's just gonna look and smile and go, I know.
And I'm gonna start to help up the mind flare.
Okay. So yeah, he's like almost fully mummy at this point, just wrapped up with gauze, and you help him to his feet. Cool. So yeah,
Let's get out of here if we can.
okay. So he's leaning on you. What do you guys
said
doing?
he only said the crystal would help him find the ship, right?
I can fix it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all he said. Technically,
So we can
in my
probably
mind,
trade
well,
with
no, I'll tell
him
you.
then.
What?
We could probably trade with him to, like, we help him find the ship. He lets us use the ship temporarily to
Maybe.
help
Try
fight
to kill
this
the
To
dragon.
try and kill the big robot dragon.
Yeah, and then
This
we
is
let
the
him
greatest plan
go.
ever.
Yeah, this is gonna be so badass if it works.
Well, either that or I'm killing a bunch of mind flayers and stealing their ship and spending the entire time while the dragon's murdering cities trying to fix the ship and everyone dies.
Yeah.
God, I can only imagine what you guys are gonna do at this point. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, cool.
Well, if 10 Towns is if 10 Towns is destroyed, then we're kind of hosed anyway because we kind of need 10 Towns to figure out what's going on, like how we can possibly get out of Icewind Dale.
That's
How many
true.
miles do we move a day? It's within 50 miles, right?
What?
That's the ship. I think that
came
was
down.
just his
He
estimate.
saw it from here. Well, I'm just kind of wondering how much time we have to lose.
Well, and if it's in the direction of Brinjander, then
We're saving time technically.
Well, we have a plan.
Are we? Where's elevator?
To the left here. So actually, while you guys are talking, Caldorix has been looking at these tablets that are written in Infernal, being that he's the only one who can read these. And it seems to tell a story that... it seems like there was someone who was not a Dirgar, who had been sent by Asmodeus to help Zardarok conquer Icewind Dale. But Zardarok was unaware that this devil was a devil. He was disguised as a Dirgar the whole time. It tells the story of Asmodeus disguising himself as Deep Dara in order to get Zardarok on his side. So it seems like this priest had been writing down what was going on in a language that no one here could understand about what was really happening. Zardarok had been tricked by Asmodeus for some reason.
Is that priest's hat still around here?
Yeah, it's actually laying on the floor in the elevator room.
I want to pick that up.
Okay. You pick it up. It's just like a priest's hat, tall.
I put on priest's hat.
Okay,
I take
you
off
put
my hat and put on priest's hat.
Okay.
do you look
Okay.
like Durgar?
what do you want to look like?
I'm thinking of him, so I'm thinking it makes me look like him. So that's
Okay.
probably where if it jumps to that, then it's going to be that.
You look exactly like him. He changes form. No longer is Dr. Lazarus standing there. It's Klondorn, the Durgar priest.
I'm going to take it off and put it back on and think of flight.
You look exactly like Flight now.
What do I call this?
This
And
is
I'm
trippy.
putting this in bag.
This is, I think you've discerned what it is. I'll just tell you. It's a hat of disguise.
That's so fun.
All right.
Well, that's going to be useful.
What does it look like? Does it? Can I change what it looks like? Or does it
Yeah,
look
fine,
like
sure.
the thing?
Yeah, I'm happy to let you. I mean, I think, let's just say when you're not wearing it, it looks like the priest's hat, but you can change its appearance with yourself.
Fair enough. It's now.
So it was like, so by default, it's like a black conical hood.
Yeah, I think I've got a picture I can show you of the guy who was wearing it. Come on. Aw, it doesn't have a very good picture. Oh, here it is. Handout. Boom. Show to players.
Ew, cool.
Oh.
Like a Pope hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Pope's hat.
That's such a badass looking character.
Yeah, too
it
bad
is.
you killed him immediately.
So I found it in D&D Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Does so it says it requires attunement. I want to say I attuned to that just because now I know what it is, and then I
Yeah.
tried it.
Oh, yeah, and the thing. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh,
It's one of
well.
those things it can't be like passed around. That's how they
I see.
nerfed that.
Well, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to nerf it. I'm going to make it immediate. I don't care. I mean, there's... he immediately turned into a devil during the battle. I don't care how much
Well, no,
that
once
breaks.
he's attuned to it, that works like that.
Oh, okay. It's just you weren't
not like
attuned.
it's-
Yeah,
just
'cause
now.
you got
Game
one
breaking
has to be
for it to
attuned
work
to
that
it.
way.
So I'm attuned to the hat.
Okay.
That's fine. Artifice is supposed to have a bunch of. That's one of the abilities of artificers is something attuned. You can attune to more shit.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I am attuned to a lot of things.
So you guys are standing in the elevator room, and you guys are noticing, like Flight noticed earlier, it's quieter. And actually, you notice that the chains aren't moving on this elevator. You look up the shaft, and the cart is actually stalled above on the second floor.
That's troubling. Did I see anybody else leave the fight?
No, you didn't. Like, during the original fight?
Yeah, the fight in the big lava forge room or whatever it was.
You didn't. Although, Bree, give me a history or an insight or something.
I will do insight if allowed.
Sure. 17. You didn't see anything, but you do recall that you guys exited this room and were fighting the people in the main room, and then you had surprisingly had someone sneak up behind you at one point.
Yeah, wasn't it the priest dude?
Yeah, it's the guy who you were using as your zombie, who is still your zombie. Where is he?
Right. Right. He's the pink dude back here. He should be
There he is. Okay, yeah.
on this guy. He should be on this guy.
Oh yeah, because
carrying him.
he's carrying him. Yeah.
He's backing.
So yeah, so no one from the main room exited per se, but it did seem like somebody was able to pass through the room you're in without you aware.
Yeah. Okay, well, are we gonna spend time figuring this out, or are we gonna just go?
Well, the elevator's not moving, and it's supposed to move on its own.
Oh, it's not moving, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
someone
sorry,
has
I missed
stopped the
that.
elevators.
I got distracted by a cat settle.
Understand.
Yes.
So this looks like, and I have no idea why it stopped, right?
No, not necessarily, just that it stopped. I mean, you heard it kind of grinding to a halt before.
Is there a door over here? I thought I remembered someone coming out of a door over here.
Give me an investigation with advantage.
Okay. I'm not good at this. 16.
Okay, yeah, I mean, you go back to this back corner, as you're like, I swear there's a door somewhere, and you find a secret door
Sick.
slide open into a dark hallway.
Yeah. Thought I remember seeing a character slide out of here.
Then is that another door there?
That is another door, yeah. That will lead out into the room it goes to.
Okay, I'm gonna open that door.
Okay. So you swing open this door.
Oh. Okay.
Now there is...
I'm probably out of fungal form at this point. It's been more than 10 minutes, so I'm just gonna take away my temp HP real quick before we get into another fight.
Well, I mean, who knows? So you open this door. Braziers of glowing hot coals heat and light this room, the walls of which are lined with closed iron sarcophagi standing on end. In the middle of the room, a Durgar has been shackled to a chair. Her flesh is covered with blisters. And
Hello?
she looks over to you.
Okay?
Wait.
This is a trick. No. I'm not falling for this, you guys. I told you. I did not turn on Zardarok.
Well, we just killed Zardarok, so...
Yeah. You're not... Come on out. You're not gonna trick me, guys.
Did Caldorix get his head?
Yeah, we'll assume that Caldorix got his head.
Okay. Caldorix, you're up.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, Caldorix enters and has all 3 heads plus the harpy and the hag heads, and shows it to this guy. I'm gonna have Caldorix do a persuasion with advantage. 15. Okay.
Well, you guys have gone above and beyond. That looks very real. That looks very, very real. What?
What's your name?
This person is very confused right now. You asked what their name is?
My name's Bree. What's your name?
And they spit at your feet. Or give me persuasion.
Okay.
Yeah, they spit at your feet for sure.
They spit at my face. Yeah. Okay.
I'll show you who's allegiant to Zardarok. Me! More than you guys. You probably would have caved and just told them whatever they wanted.
Like what?
You can call it off, you guys. It's not gonna work on me.
Do we literally need to lead you out and show the dead bodies of all of your compatriots?
Give me an intimidation check.
Which is not going to be any better. Hey! Significantly
that's
better.
decent.
I don't understand what's going on. Who are you? You just come in here and just kill Zardarok. Like, it's that easy.
Yeah.
They didn't just decide to do it on a whim.
No. Yeah. That's exactly what we did.
Okay, well, can you untie me then?
Are you going to
Why?
try to hurt us?
No.
And I will insight whatever their answer is.
Is it tied up or shackled?
I think
it's
she's shackled.
I
chained.
think shackled. I think he said shackled.
Yeah.
I think it's a she as well.
Yeah, it's a she, yeah. What am I doing? And your insight was 14?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're lying. They're looking for the
Yeah, we're
first
not
chance.
trying you.
Get me. Oh.
I power up the flamethrower and I say, "Shall I?"
I mean, I don't see a reason.
I don't see a reason for it to live.
And she starts kicking around in the chair and like thrashing around, and the chair falls over, but she's still chained to it.
You stay away from me. You leave me the fuck alone. Get off of me!
Stop.
Well, we could try. Waterboarding worked pretty successfully last time, right? Lazarus?
I smile.
think
I
I'm-
look to you and
I
smile.
have a different idea.
Right.
No, waterboarding.
No, waterboard.
How about lava boarding?
Ooh. That's a hot take. Thank you.
I don't know how to move lava. If you could teach me that,
We
I'd
don't
be...
need to move lava. We just need to move her. And he'll right the chair and he'll start dragging it out of the room.
Okay. And you're dragging it back through the secret passage area?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait, what? Real quick, what do we need from this person? I mean, I was just going to kill them.
I'm saying this all while we're dragging them through.
But why are we going to waste
Well, they
time?
seem to know something juicy about Zardarok.
He's dead.
I don't know. Maybe something he was doing that might still be relevant.
Fair enough.
By the way, Alex,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put on the hat of disguise and disguise myself to look at like myself, but wearing Kazan's hat.
Okay, perfect. That's awesome. So yeah, you're
My
wearing
eye,
the
I think I
Zan's
token got
wizard
smushed
hat.
somehow.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So that way I kind of at will can just cast disguise self and just know like, if I get all fields, the effects start to go, I can just at will cast disguise self.
Yeah.
Would you be okay with letting me just kind of mentally just be like, disguise self, disguise self, disguise self?
Yeah. That sounds good. Okay, so yeah, so Flight drags this chair out through the temple, assuming you're headed towards the lava in the middle of the forge.
So are those bodies that are in the lava still visible?
No, they probably sunk at this point.
Okay.
I'll delete all those. Is anyone else doing anything? Flight drags the female Durgar in the chair up to the edge of the lava.
I think our tokens got smushed somehow.
Well,
They're a little
yeah.
oblong.
Oh. Yeah.
While he's working on that, I'm gonna start like talking to this dwarf over here to try and figure out how to get the elevator moving again. Multitasking.
Okay.
My intimidation is not good enough to help out with what you guys are doing.
Here, why don't I do it? Now, why don't you ask the nice? Why don't you answer the nice lady's question, and I don't drop you in here. And he's gonna hang the chair over, and he's gonna like start tipping the chair over the edge of the lava.
Like backwards or forwards, or is she facing the
No,
lava?
forwards. Face first.
Forwards. Okay,
Definitely
yeah, and the
forwards.
heat starts to get into her face.
Oh, okay, come on now. You guys, what do you want to know? Look, I'm...
Strike one.
What is it you're asking?
I told her to answer Bree's question.
How do
What was
we
Bree's
get the
question?
elevator moving again?
The gears are on the top level. I'm not sure why they stopped. Maybe they shoved something in there. There's a couple elevators though.
Okay.
And yeah, Flight
There you go.
Flight knows that from his searching when you first got here, there are two sets of elevators. This one is the right one. There's one more to the left.
There's. Oh, this is like the east side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we could try the one on the west side. Hopefully they didn't disable that one too. But anyway, okay, that was question one. Second question: why did they want to know about you turning on Zardarok? Well, what exactly were they asking you? And I'm pointing around to the people here.
Well, they were convinced that well.
Okay, so wait. So you have them out here in the main room where there's like they kind of look around and see that all of the guard towers are kind of empty, and a number of these Durgar are standing around not fighting you guys.
Well, what has happened here? They were accusing me of being a spy and turning on Zardarok, but that was not true, but someone obviously was. You fucking traitors!
And she's like screaming at the Durgar who are standing around, calling them traitors.
I think it's time to let go, Flight.
I'm very tempted to.
We can also just give her to, our other friends here. They might need some information of her. They're looking for someone.
Less supporters of Zardarok, the better.
Yeah, well, let's see if they have any questions first. They helped us out in this fight.
Okay, so yeah, I guess a number of Durgar kind of come up across the way, and a number of them just kind of flip her off, without saying anything, and one is just like,
Now, I hope your time above ground was well spent. Goodbye now.
yeah, they're just rubbing it in. They're just sitting there waving at this Durgar who is ready to be tipped into the lava face first.
So, last chance. Any reason we shouldn't do this? And I'm going to ask that to her directly.
Well, I mean, she did help us out.
What do you? Oh, she didn't.
I mean, she technically did. She answered our questions.
Yeah, that's right. I did answer your questions. I don't need to melt me.
Okay, but what can you do for us that we wouldn't regret? That we might find useful right now?
I'm not. I don't know.
What's the chair made out of?
Wood.
Okay.
Allow me, Flight.
I put the leg near. I scoot the chair near the surface of lava.
Well, you'll eventually be free. The chair should give before you do.
And I start to walk away.
Okay, so wait, let me get this. Where do you put the chair?
Close enough that like the jumping embers from the lava.
Okay, it'll light on.
At one point, it could
Let the fates decide.
Okay.
could ignite the chair and either burn her alive, set her free, or just set her free. Yeah,
Or
burn
just
her
leave her
alive,
there to
set her
starve to
free,
death.
or leave her burned to hell and free, or starve to death.
There are options.
I like this. This'll be the entertainment for tonight. Let's take bets. I bet that she falls into the lava. I bet that she just falls over to the side.
And it's all the Durgar on the other side are now like throwing down copper pieces, betting on what's gonna happen to her.
I'm gonna take the caboose of the group.
Okay, Flight will we'll probably put Caldorix in front.
Once
Okay.
everybody's gone through and we're back like near the elevator. Oh no, the elevator's not moving yet. Never mind. I don't want
Oh wait,
to
no,
tell
we can't go that way. We need to go further to the
Well,
west.
Well, if somebody jammed the gears like she said, you can scurry your way up there, can't you?
Does the platform like, is it like lined up exactly with the wall, or is there a gap?
It's lined up with the wall, and like depending on where it stopped, you could maybe go up it. But it looks like in this shaft, it was stopped on the second floor, right above where you would exit. So this shaft is blocked off. I mean, unless you can destroy the elevator. I mean, the car is there. It's attached at the top, so
I might be able to shove it upwards with my key ability, but I would need to rest for an hour.
Yeah, let's continue
just
our
go.
way and see if we can find another way out.
I feel like Alex really wants to go to that other elevator.
no, I don't care. If you guys want to try to go up this one, that's fine.
No,
Well,
I'm just,
yeah, but
I'm just
I could
teasing you.
try. I could try to shove the car up 20 feet with Fist of Unbroken Air, but I would need to take a short.
But
rest
then
for that.
you could break that, and then we can't get up. That's why that would be my.
Well, you would be on the. Well, if I were gonna do that, I would have you wait on the platform.
I mean, like if you get up Fist of Broken Air, the cart goes up, but something happens, like cable snap or damage, then we can't get up.
I could lower rope.
Fair enough, Light. I still say.
But again, that's gonna take an hour, and time is money at this point.
If
So.
you want to wait
That's
an
true.
hour, I'll go search for an hour.
I mean, it's
feel
up to
like I
you.
should try to spend time finding a faster way up.
Because
Perfect,
like you,
we're on the same page. Durgar there. Where's the other elevator? And I walk back up to the group that's probably standing around the human pyre, well, the Durgar pyre.
Oh,
Yeah.
the other elevator's over to the west. You'd have to go through the mines to get there, but I mean, they're the northwest area of the forge. We'd have to.
Perfect, thank you very much.
Do I see what's going on over there to my northwest?
Let me look at what you're looking at.
maybe.
Over here.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, if you're standing there, and yeah, with your 20 passive perception, you're just looking around, and you see a couple of gates are unlocked, and there are like a number of Durgar who have this huge like beast bug thing, all on chains, and they're kind of dragging it towards
I know
that doorway.
precisely what that is above game. Should I roll some kind of check?
Sure. Yeah. Give me like a nature.
Nature or Arcana?
Nature.
Nature? Okay. Nature 5. No, I don't.
Whoa.
I also see something going on over here, but I'm not sure if I'm not sure.
I don't
if
know where you're clicking.
I can really directly up here.
Still not seeing anything.
Yeah, I'm just must not be.
I
in the right area.
pinged over here,
Oh,
like to the north.
Yeah, let me just look at what you're looking at.
I will ping. I will keep pinging until.
Was it up here? Oh, I see.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Okay. Let me look at what you're seeing.
Can you also
I
see the whole map?
I see like the edges of some tokens.
Wait, Dr. Lazarus, can you see the whole map?
Yes, I've been trying to tell you that a few times.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what my messages have been. It's been like, hey.
Oh, wait, are
I've
you
stayed-
messaging
I've
me in
stayed
Discord?
zoomed in close to Steven, but
Huh.
when Flight went and did that, I was like, oh, I went over there. I was like, I can see, yeah. So I tried again. I was like, I can see the whole thing.
So there are no walls blocking anything for you.
No, nothing.
I almost think that's something on your browser's end rather than my end, but hang on. Oh,
I'll try right now.
refreshing.
just in case, I'm gonna do.
It was. Sweet.
It was. It fixed. Okay, cool.
Okay.
It fixed it.
Good deal. Okay, so yeah, Flight, you notice back in that area to the north, Nothing specific. I mean, you probably see like jail cells lining the far wall, and there's like a commotion going on from where you can see. It looks like someone in a jail cell has reached out and is like wrestling with a Durgar on the outside of the jail cell.
Oh. I'm not gonna say anything about that, but considering that we have to go exploring some other areas, I think I'm going to wait for an answer about where the other elevator is before I say anything about either of those things.
Okay. Well, they had answered Dr. Lazarus that the elevator, you'd have to go through the mine area, which they pointed is this back area, and that was around the same time you were looking in that area and saw the weird bug beast thing.
Okie dokie. So she kind of points in that direction. You mean where the few Dwergo over there are battling some kind of giant insect?
Oh no. They got one. Yeah, that's exactly where you need to go. Shit, if they let that thing loose, that's gonna be a problem. Well,
how much of a problem?
I mean, it's just another thing that could hurt us all.
Tell me what it is.
Well, they were down in the Underdark looking for something. If it's what I think it is, it's an Umber Hulk.
So I know what that is above game, but I don't want to metagame. So.
Oh.
What's an Umber Hulk?
Well, it's a monstrosity. It can confuse you with its eyes. He just looks at you and it confuses the shit out of you. It can dig holes and it can snatch you up with his hand. It can feel vibrations as well.
Great. So they're just like kind of, what's their state at the moment? Are they just kind of, do they seem to be holding it back in any way?
Yeah, I mean, they all have a chain on it, and they're all kind of pulling it. They're actually pulling it towards this door, and they're making it a little bit at a time. And it's kind of fighting against them, but they're pulling it closer and closer into this doorway.
I'm gonna walk away from her, and I'm gonna walk over to this dwarf over there who can probably get a good view of what's going on there. Should we hide from them or no?
I guess. I mean, unless it looks like you guys aren't in very good shape, we have a number of men here. If we see it coming, we can maybe all ready actions. If it sees us, that's going to be a problem.
I wasn't talking about the big insect. I was talking about the people who have it chained up. Should we worry about them?
Oh. Well, yeah, they don't look to be... none of the Musgod clan went down into the Underdark, so I don't think that they're allies.
Okay, so sorry, so I was barged in on. So what did he explain exactly?
Well, none of the Musgod clan were dealing with the Underdark at all, so I'm sure that all of them are still on Sunblight's side. I don't know if they know what has happened, but no, I don't believe any of them.
He looks over at Kaldorix's belt. I don't think it will take them I don't think it will take them very long to figure out. If they see us.
Maybe let's group up on them and intimidate them. I'm happy to do what you think.
While they have that big scary insect thing on chains.
I don't claim to know, but it seems that that's the direction you would like to go in.
Here, why don't... Here, I think I have an idea. Why don't you go and help them with that? Take it to wherever they're taking it. We will go hide somewhere, and after that, we will go that direction, and... That's where we'll part ways.
Are we talking to Dave? Who are we talking to?
I'm talking to one of the Dwergar that went turncoat.
I have a better idea. And I cast disguise self to make myself look like Zadok.
Woo!
Okay, yeah. Zan's hat turns into a fake Chardalyn crown with 2 spikes on it still. He's short. You've got a fake Chardalyn gauntlet on your hand.
Cool.
And then a number of the Durgar around you like see this at first and jump. They're kind of scared. It takes them a second to realize what has happened. Okay.
Well, that's a nifty trick. Wow, okay. Well, I'll leave it to you then. Should you... I will leave it to you. What do you suggest, Zadok, Master?
They burned all the bodies at this point, right?
Yeah, most of the bodies are are sinking into the lava.
I say we seize them.
And I point to you two.
We also need to get rid of the person that is going to immediately out us as imposters, and I point at the person dangling over the lava.
We could probably stick around to try to, still try, because she was outed, because she was like condemned as a spy against Zardarok, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could play into that.
The second you question that,
Being Zardarok?
at the chair leg.
Okay.
I'm gonna hide it. Her focus,
Okay.
I want to be more focused on not burning alive. It's kind of my thought process of what I'm trying to do there.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to order Jess food so she doesn't stab me in my sleep.
Oh wait, so your goal is not to let them fall into the lava?
No.
Or it is? You want... Okay, that's what I imagined. Okay, cool. So yeah, you, as Zardarok, blast out the front legs of the chair, and it tips forward, her face falling into the lava.
Oh, I was just hoping to set it on fire. I wasn't hoping to blast it.
Oh, okay.
And if it's
That's
on
cool.
fire and she falls in later, I mean, that's
Well, that's
one
cool.
thing.
I like that too. It's like a burning fuse.
I'm
Like,
not doing that.
you blast the front feet of the chair, which light on fire and just start to break down slowly. And she's right at the edge of the lava, so as this burns, she could fall at any moment. Okay. I'll say that these Durgar that are coming in see that, and they're like, yeah, good old Zardarok, get her. Okay, they've almost got this freaking bug thing through the gate.
I'm gonna try to mess with my voice. I know I don't have to act or anything, but just fuck my voice for a second. He had like a deep voice, right?
He had a
I'm just good.
a high
Can I
voice
just
when he
do
was small, but yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'm just in the best voice I can do for him.
What are you four doing?
Oh, boss! Yes, boss. We've got a monster. We can. I don't know. What do you want to do with it? We can let it loose on 10 towns. I don't know if the dragon will do everything. What did you think?
I want to watch it burn.
You want to burn it? We just got it.
And I want it burned!
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. Okay. Yes, sir. You want to burn it yourself right here, or we'll hold it
In the lava.
Jeez, that's just a lot of work. Okay, yes, sir. We definitely will.
So, yeah, they all just start. I mean, regretfully, they're like, we put a lot of work in getting this thing up
I'm
here.
gonna look at the group and go,
Everybody fan away. I want to see 4 true warriors take on an Umber Hulk.
Okay, and you're saying this to all the allied Deergars, and they all kind of just like open their eyes like, Wait, what?
I want to see 4 true warriors take on an Umber Hulk.
And then
I'm gonna have those 4 guys dip it in lava and fight it.
Dave runs up and is like,
I got you. Hell yeah. I'll get this fuck.
I pimp slap him.
you slap him. Okay, and then he just kind of sulks back and leans against the table here. You see a number of them just kind of rock, paper, scissors each other to see who has to go fight the Umber Hulk.
I'm like, Steven's talking with the 4 people who brought it in.
Oh, those guys. Okay.
I want them to drag it into the lava and fight it.
Okay.
And my plan, to keep on walking. I don't even plan to witness what happens here.
I see. Okay.
Well, you heard him, men. The boss wants to see how we do in battle. We'll show the boss how we do in battle.
Awesome. Oh, sweet. So you, as Zardarok, command these Durgars to like take their new catch and just throw it into the lava. They push around. They drag this Umber Hulk, kicking and screaming towards the lava, and tips it in. It starts burning its feet. They just all start swinging at it with war picks and javelins, stabbing it. I mean, technically, hang on.
I mean, and also, like I said, I'm.
Yeah, you're not even staying to pay attention.
Yeah, no. It was basically, I don't want to deal with that. Best thing I can think of, that.
Nope, this is fantastic.
I just gotta go turn on the front light.
Okay. Okay, so but you can see that these, well, they're all trying to fight this Umber Hulk, but they're all trying their hardest not to look at it. So like they're trying to swing at it without seeing it, and so they're all disadvantaged and they're barely hitting it, but it's burning up in the flames. Now that this is tricky. Flight, you knew what it was, right? Or the lady explained to you guys what it was.
Kind of, yeah.
She didn't really explain this bit. Well, I mean, that's just what's happening. I mean, that's where you guys are. Or I'll give you a chance. Do you move anywhere while this is happening?
I think we're just following Steven as he walks away, aren't we?
Yeah. Just everybody give me a nature check. I guess other than Flight, who already tried. 18's pretty good. I'm gonna roll one for Dr. Lazarus. We got +7. 20. Okay. Okay. Well, with his 20, then I will. So his plan is to just walk past and ignore it. But in the back of his mind, he thinks, "Oh no, wait a minute!" And he puts his hand out, stopping Flight and Bree from getting any closer. He reminds you that if you guys get very much closer to this thing, it may be able to affect you with its mind. It may be able to charm you in some way.
Oh God, what did we run into?
Well, okay, so the thing is, I don't know. You guys can render this however you want. You didn't ask for this roll, but your plan was to walk past this. I gave you and Bree nature checks to try to discern what this is, and if you want to go off that, then I'll tell you the information, but if you wouldn't have asked for that, then we'll roll with it.
No, I would definitely like to know that information. I figure I will also get that with my 18, right?
Yeah, your 18 would probably do that. So
okay, yeah, no, I don't want to get my mind fucked with. Thank you very much.
What about mind getting fucked with?
That's what Umber Hulks do, apparently, or can do. If you get close enough, they can fuck with your mind.
Well, 4 true warriors are fighting the Ember Hulk.
Yeah, but we are about to walk past them to get into the mines.
So, like, Bree, it occurs to Bree that this monstrosity, if you got too close, you may look into its confusing gaze. So, I mean, ideally, just don't look into its eyes.
Just don't look at it? Okay.
Yeah.
We will not look at it then.
I
Okay.
won't look in the eyes as people fuck it with fire. This is truly like the moment, like, you know, you get a bug and you're like, well, I might as well burn the whole house down. This is the bug you do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. Okay, so you guys, yeah, these Durgar are all trying to avoid looking at it, but also swing at it while it burns up in the forge. And Dr. Lazarus leads past. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So let's just.
I'm gonna point to my head. This is way too powerful.
Well, good thing we have it.
Yeah, I probably should have made you do like a persuasion or something, but no, that was awesome. You being Zardarok, fuck yes.
It makes me want the actor feat.
Okay, so I mean, what are you guys doing? Feel free to move further in.
Can you guys hear me now?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Even better than normal.
Okay, yeah, I think.
Very loud.
Yeah. I'm very loud.
Yeah, louder than normal.
Yeah.
Turned all the way up though, so now I turned you down. You're so fine.
That's
Yeah.
really weird. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I think some of my stuff just glitched out. But yeah, I was just saying that. Yeah, I think the Umber Hulk's ability specifies that you can actually look away from it.
Yeah.
Deliberately look away from it, and it won't affect you, but you'll have disadvantage on attack rolls against it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, we're gonna move this way, following Steven.
Second, I'm out of sight. Oh, wait, no, this is the last for an hour. Fuck this. I'm keeping this on.
So yeah, you just continue to be Zardarok. So you exit out into this mine area. This cavern is unlit and has a jagged 30-foot high ceiling. A strange sight. Oh no, you already saw that. So yeah, you're in these mines. To the south, it looks like there are 2 double doors that lean into an area, or it wraps around southwest into more mines.
Real quick, has it been an hour since we fought Zardarok yet?
I don't think so. I mean, almost.
I think it would have been an hour now. Oh, isn't the Mind Flayer following us?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's with you.
I have a bunch of things now active with hour. I have, what's it called?
See invisibility, and now you have the disguised self hats.
Yep. And my cannon.
Well, the hat runs out, really?
The hat runs out after an hour.
Oh, it just like the effect ends.
You use the spell disguise self, but I could literally, in theory, just go blink, 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 like constantly keeping like, I guess disguise self. I guess say so.
Because I think that's what he was doing to continue to be a Durgar the whole time he was here. So yeah, that's legit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you guys are in the mine. You've got a whole posse of people with you. Oh.
I asked the large Drogar if he knows which way to go from here, since we have path splitting.
Oh yeah, it's just south. It's just through this little area right here. No big deal.
Cool.
Sorry, no.
We'll go that way.
Wait.
Nope. Sorry. I'll click it right here.
Fantastic.
Like directly south of where almost everyone is.
Oh, like
do you want us to
this,
move
like through here?
Individually?
Yeah. Here, hang on. But I haven't opened the door yet. Hang on.
Okay, neat.
All right. So this is a guarded corridor. It looks like there's arrow slits lining it, although, I mean, you don't see anything through the arrow slits. And then you continue south. Now you enter this room, and there's a number of people here. The ceiling of this hall arches to
Ow!
a height of 30
Oh!
feet. So, stone steps lead up to a semicircular dais against the south wall. Atop the dais is a misshapen throne crudely carved out of black crystal. Small, crackling flames burn in braziers that occupy the room's corners. Slumped near the east wall is a tall, bipedal fungus creature. Luminous spores float in the air around it. A savage, white-furred biped has torn off one of the creature's arms and is holding it, while 4 other white-furred bipeds covered with fungal growths try to capture the floating spores in jugs. So they're not facing you.
Yeah, I didn't get a picture, actually.
I just thought it was really cool. I wanted to see it.
Here, hang on, I got it.
Oh, cool.
So 2 of you guys had fought 2 of these with the spore servants before, but they're ripping the arms off of this fungus guy, and these spores are like blowing out of his head and different orifices, and they're catching him into this pot.
Uh-huh.
Yep, just gonna...
Do any of us know what that is?
Give me a nature check. And you know what? I'm going to give Bree advantage on it.
I think we did. I think we already did this, didn't we?
Not on this.
Nope, I don't know what it is.
17.
Not on this specifically. Yeah.
I got 2 18s.
Oh. Okay. Yep. Yeah, so you guys... Oops. What's going on?
I'm not smart today.
Yeah. So this is a Myconid sovereign.
Oh, it's
Dr.
a sovereign.
Lazarus.
Wow.
A sovereign. And actually, it kind of clicks in Dr. Lazarus's head that, wait a minute, this is when you guys raided the Durgar outpost, they had been using these spores on a number of things in cages. Remember, he ran and opened all those cage doors and a bunch of beings with spores growing out of their ears attacked you. This must be where they're getting it from.
Well, that looks like a problem for somebody else.
So he's sneaking? What's everybody doing?
I'm sneaking. I'm Zardarok.
Well,
Oh, yeah. So yeah, Zardarok just kind of scrolls through.
I may shoot fire at them.
What was the first part?
If they even look at me funny, I might shoot fire at them.
Okay. Well, one of the Durgars looks back, or well, I don't know. Is anyone else sneaking, or what is?
No, we're following Zardarok.
No, we're following.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
We're following Faker Rock.
Okay, so the Durgar look back at Zardarok and kind of see him.
I scowl.
You scowl. Okay. Just give me an intimidation with advantage.
I'm great at these.
Okay. Yeah, so they just immediately look away, and almost everyone in the room is refusing to make eye contact with you for the rest of your time.
Zardarok, sir, may I take some of these spores to experiment with for you? I say in my best simpering voice.
I don't say anything. I do a hand gesture?
I walk over.
You just kind of like
spores.
Yeah.
Okay. So you walk
I look
over
at
to
I hold out my hand. I hold out a vial to the Draugr expectantly.
God damn it. Okay, yeah, give me a persuasion with advantage because of Zardarok's.
Ordered him to, but okay.
Well, Zardarok didn't say anything.
He gestured with his hand, though.
That's true.
He just said, "Do what you want." I think they probably would have interpreted that as "do what you want."
I mean, I think you have a very good chance of this happening.
9. This is why I ask.
So, well, he pours out a good amount of the spores from his pouch and fills your hand with them. We'll say you have 3 uses of them.
Great. 3 funky spore uses. I have no idea what they do yet. I just know I want them. I want to add them to my spore collection.
Nice. Okay, so you pull out a separate baggie for these spores.
Yeah, I held out a vial, is what I did.
Oh, a vial. You did say that. Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. So yeah, you got a cool little vial of mushrooms. All right. That's very, very cool.
And what did you call them? Sorry.
That, what did he call the thing? This?
They're myconid spores.
That is a myconid sovereign.
Oh, right.
How do you spell M-Y-C?
M-Y-C-O-N-I-D.
Okay, myconid, spore, sample, 3 uses. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
No idea what it does, but figure that out later. Seems valuable. Also,
yeah, it seems pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, and then I continue on.
So Zardarok just kind of continues through this room like he owns the place, wanders through this back door, face to face with a couple more Durgart. They just kind of stand to attention and salute you as you enter.
And then I'm guessing the Dwergar and the Mind Flayer are also just following us.
Yeah. Yep, the loud noises have returned as you enter this room. You know that you're getting close to an active elevator, and you head through these doors again, and you make it to the elevator. You probably have to wait maybe a minute for it to land on this floor, and then you take it back up to the 2nd floor.
Great.
Here, let me just plop everyone together. Dave. Boys. Okay. Well. So you guys take the elevator up to the 2nd floor, and standing there is another hammerer in front of you. Do what you will. What are you doing? It's not... it is facing you, so I guess roll an initiative, but I don't know. What are you guys doing? What is your first thought? You land on the 2nd floor.
Zardarok would be we would keep Zardarok, or like quote unquote Zardarok, as at the forefront. So can it see through that, or what does it do?
Oh, Zardarok, I thought you died. What happened?
Oh, did he go to do so? He probably went to
he looks like he went to do something, so this is his spiel, so
yeah. Well, I don't know. Do you wanna close it off there and then just we'll start with whatever he does next time and leave, or do you just want to wait?
Yeah,
we got
actually,
it might be good to come to a conclusion. Yeah. Are you back?
He's back.
I am back. Sorry, I had to get
It's
this
all
food.
good. Hell yeah. Okay, so you guys, you land on the 2nd floor, the floor that you came in on originally, and you're face to face with another hammerer. And the hammerer turns and sees you as Zardarok, and is just like, I thought you died. What happened, boss?
I think actually, as he does that, Flight's actually going to kind of have his hands crossed. Does he look dead to you? And he will assist Lazarus on whatever deception check he needs, on whatever check he needs to roll to convince this guy that he's actually Zardarok.
Okay.
The rumors of my death have been exaggerated.
What would you like me to roll? Deception?
Yeah, a deception with advantage.
Because I'm assisting.
All right.
Come on, money. 16.
Oh, thank God. Well, shit. We threw a whole fucking Durgar hammerer into the gears of the elevator upstairs for nothing. God. Well, I'm glad that you're okay.
Get that cleaned up.
Well, what are we supposed to do about the Muzguards? They obviously are not on our side.
We set them straight. Don't worry about it.
I will find Grandolpha.
Okay. I'll leave it to you. I guess I'll just stay here. I mean, your mind master guy told me to set up shop here and make sure no one leaves. What's the new plan of action? Should I stay here? Is the threat over?
Just in case, jump into those gears.
And I point to the elevator gears.
Okay, give me persuasion.
I may have overplayed my hands, guys.
Flight was not expecting you to do this, so,
I wasn't expecting me to do this.
11. He's question.
Boss, I'm not trying to question your ways or anything. I just think I might be more useful, as a fighter rather than an object to stop the elevators.
Then go down there and make sure it's secure.
Yes, sir. All right, I will do.
And yeah, he gets onto the elevator, although it's going up now, so depending on which way you go, he's maybe he probably waits for it to go up. And
actually, what he would probably do is that he would probably go to the other elevator and remove the hammer that he threw in there from it.
Well, the gears are on the floor above, so he'd have to go up to do that.
So yeah, okay, so cool.
And then, I mean, he would do that, but Dr. Lazarus told him to go downstairs, so he waits for the elevator to come back down, or what? Dr.
Yeah,
Lazarus?
well, yeah, it'll take him a while. Like that'll keep him occupied for a while then.
Yeah, so he's just sitting. It's going to be at least 3 minutes for the elevator to go the direction he wants. So he's just sitting there waiting, the button pressed, just hanging out. Cool. So you guys are able to leave that area, assuming you do.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. So you guys make it out the front door again. And you guys start making it back down the mountain towards 10 Towns. Let's say it's been another 30 minutes since then. It's been about an hour since the dragon was let loose at this point, and you're making it out. It's 7 in the morning, so it's still dark, but let me look at something. Oh, interesting. Yeah, you scan the landscape trying to look for some sort of evidence of damage, and nothing seems attacked yet. You don't see smoke or embers in the distance. You head back down the mountain, and I guess you go looking for Springsteen.
Yeah. Is this a good place to leave it?
I think it is.
Yeah, probably.
Cool.
Is there anything that you guys want to do before we close off?
Oh.
I can't think of anything. We just need to get moving. Flight will just look
and
over
long
there.
rest. We need a long rest.
Well, at the very least, short rest because, yeah.
Well, it's
we
all
need
just
to
going to be a
level up,
matter of
too. We
like
need
how
to
much
finish
time do
leveling.
you have and what. Bring
Yeah. We also need to finish leveling. We leveled up and we have a long
That too.
rested.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Decisions.
And we're definitely going to want that before we fight a dragon.
That's definitely true.
Well, if all goes well, we'll be having an Nautiloid to fight the dragon.
Oh, that's true. That was part of the plan too. So you have to decide between going directly towards 10 Towns, going towards the ship crash. a lot of different things that could happen.
Yep.
Ship crash.
Shit.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
That sounds fun.
Because we have no idea what that thing's capable of, but we know that it's big and scary, and we need we'd have something big and scary to fight it back with.
that is true. Well, good
Indeed.
game, guys. You guys made it out of Sunblight. We'll see what happens to the 10 towns next week.
Good game, everyone.
What, Bree?
Yeah, good game.
I said good game, everyone.
Yeah, good game.
Good game. All right, I need to go get food, so Lady Gall.
Yeah, I gotta
me
get
too.
ready for another game in 5 minutes, so have fun,
Oh
guys.
my gosh, you're doing another game tonight?
Well, our game tomorrow is canceled because of Mother's Day, so at last second,
Oh,
we
yeah,
moved
yeah.
it to 9 o'clock. So yeah, I'm doing another game
Last
right now.
last minute reschedule. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel that.
Bye.
All right, guys.
Okay,
See ya.
bye.
Bye. Well, that was neat. What do you think?